Tonight, shall I hold you again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Ooh, is your heart filled with home? Will I touch you again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Kitten cat in the house. And good evening, everybody. Let's confirm I am airborne. It does appear. So it has been a very busy day for me between work and play and wolfing down a hospital hamburger that was like the hell, like a hockey puck today. What's up, Bill Ellis? Hello, Laura, right? Vicky, Misty, nice to see you. Welcome to the Country Club chat here for a Sunday night. State of the steering wheel. It's just a joke. It's a throwback to it's just a throwback to the glory days. Boy, when I coined that term, I guess it was about 2 years ago or something like that. The state of the steering wheel. And I don't know why. I don't know. Hi, Charla. I don't know why. Yeah, Rise. I don't know why that came to mind. I guess I'm having all these. I guess I'm having all these floodback memories of the glory days tonight. You know what was? It's been a hell of a 5 years on boy. Oh, you know the title's inviting all of his trolls. Hello, Ray. Nice to see you. Now, I'm not ragging on anybody. I was just thinking about the last 5 years. We probably passed officially the 5 year anniversary of the what would you say, the reconstituted Boyd. I know some people claim, oh, it's been around since 2011 and whatever. You know, but 2015 really kicked off the glory days of the Boyd. So I'm just hanging out tonight and just chill out a little bit here, have a little bit of a country club chat. I did some metal detecting today until I finally had the first breakage after 15 years on my machine. My arm cuff went kaput. I've already ordered a new one tonight, and let me tell you, you can't really comfortably metal detect without having your arm secured like that. It's very difficult. You got to take the strain off of that thing. Uh, Yep. So let's take that off later on. So, what's up, Patricia? How you doing? Good to see you. I don't have anything particular. I did work today for about 4 hours, and I scooted out, did some metal detecting till that went south. I did kind of wolf down something at the hospital tonight, which is fine. Feeling good. Think check out my voice tonight. All the air is starting to get cleaner now. I feel like I can breathe again. I don't feel like I'm coughing up hairballs of crap around here. That's very exciting to me. So the state of the steering wheel says things are pretty good. You know, I'm racking up the hours for the week. I might take off any time for travel. I sort of got a minor handle on things, so I'm very happy. Just watching your metal detect, and here you are again. Yeah, I put that up. They're so long, those ones, that I put it up in 720p, I believe, instead of 1080. So it becomes still high definition, but it's not, it's not super high definition, but it gets it up quicker. So I took some time. It's another interesting day. If I hadn't have broken down, I would have probably stripped out $20 worth of change today over at that freaky homeless over at that park there. Doesn't that thing look horrific? That park. And there's the piece that went bad. It's supposed to be like, what is it? This thing connects like that, and this sits along the bottom and your arm goes through that cuff, and that's a very important thing. And I couldn't hook that. I couldn't do anything to get that back together again in the field. So I ended up ordering a new. I hope it's gonna fit okay for that, because look at that dirt, man. 15 years. 15 years is a yeah. I kind of make my own hours. I make my own schedule exactly. There's stuff that's got to be done, and I accomplish it. Right now, still in the honeymoon phase. Everybody's still digging me and loving me and remembering me and all that. So I just want you, yeah, you got to make the most of your time. What's up, BB? If you can't find a replacement strap, could you cushion and use it? I could do something. Stereo's coming good. I didn't do anything today. You saw yesterday that I did some work on the Sansui 1000A. So you sound great. Seem to enjoy getting back into work for it. Yeah, another thing, I'm feeling good. Cross between Marilyn Monroe and Cruella DeVille, right. Alan Gold, the bon vivant, right, Alan Gold. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Nice to see you. Hello, Lucky Charm. So you think about this week, so much has happened this week. Of course, Butterbean getting that at least the initial termination, me starting back to work this week. I mean, it's been crazy, but I still want to have fun. I don't want to commit myself to that 24. Hi, Laura. How are you? Uh, but I'm happy. Pay is great. Of course, as usual, I'm responsible for my own tax withholding and all that kind of crap. But I can fund a deductible IRA, which is good for the year. So I'm happy. I mean, it's been a monumental week down here. I was thinking today how many people have kind of disappeared or blown up over the last 3 weeks or so, and it's pretty incredible. I mean, I used to be able to come on and find a lot of stuff to watch, and now it's all, I guess we're gone into rewrites. Tribe would just say, get the script writers out for the next season. For those of you who asked, yeah, I did end up, as I said I would. I sent Eric $20 today on his PayPal out there. So my little contribution towards his continued travels, because it was important that it kind of happened the meeting before the 10th, because I'm back at working, and I'm not going to have unattended people hanging around the rancho when I'm not around. It's just not practical to do that. It is good to keep your brain stimulated. Exactly. What's up, Penny Pincher? It's good. So, YouTube apocalypse is here. I'm not sure, but the Boyd apocalypse was certainly well in evidence this week, and I think people have pretty much. I mean, it's like a Titanic earthquake. I mean, the earth is shifting beneath the feet. You don't know what the next shoe is going to drop, but then you realize at the end of the day, nothing really ever changes. No, nobody ever really goes away, right? I mean, it's what makes the point, the flypaper community of YouTube. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, Alan Gold says, I hope everyone is canceled. Woo! Yeah, we got Alan Gold is like the seasonal influenza. He just appears in early to mid September, and shares his charms. But I was checking my messages when I got at. I try not to be on my phone during when I'm supposed to be. I like to give 100% attention to what I'm doing. So I try to keep the phone off, but I came off outside and somebody made a really good point about channels going down and channels going up. And the bottom line was, it doesn't really matter anyway. I was thinking that even if a channel goes down, the rebuilding. I mean, do you know how much it takes to get, even a 500,000 views or 1 million views and run the monetization? I mean, you're really looking at a agonizing long process to do the research. So it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. This person was all fired up. I can't believe, this person's still around. And I'm like, man, just, does it affect your life? I mean, you know, you, you sit there, I can almost see you down at your custom ordered confessional kneeler down there in front of the cross, just kind of praying that this stuff all comes to a grand finale and everything. And this is the time I say, just step off the ledge, come on back into come on back to the building. I mean, it's like, it's not worth worrying about. How you doing, Hop Frog? It is not worth fretting about. And this person texts me about every day with, did you hear? Do you have any news, or did you hear anything from YouTube? It's not my account. I don't. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not plugged into YouTube on. I don't hear anything from you. I don't have uh, the bat phone to know what's going on in there. And I just answered this person. What would make you think that YouTube would confer with me? I'd be the last person in the world to hear about Jack on that. I did say that's very flattering, though, that you believe that. But best thing to do is just take yourself off the ledge, take a deep breath, and just get on. Like I said, we all moved on now in life. Maybe she's saying listening skills about that's a long way to travel. Yeah. Well, I've made my, hopefully today, I think this morning went well. I just laid out my issues in a very positive way with no negative overtones on that. And I didn't want Eric to send me a thin dime. So I ended up shooting him back $20 today on the PayPal. So that's good. I wanted him to have a few dollars anyway on that. They were in Nevada. They wanted to go to LA. Yeah, so I don't know. But the times, they are changing. How you doing, Nocturnal? Nice to see you. Yes, I'm kind of reformatting my brain with what's going on these days with being back in the workforce again, and cranking out more content, and having segregated the two channels between sort of a live stream home and then content home. It's been good. It's worked better than I thought it would, and it's showing in the growth of the channels and things, which I'm happy about. They don't. I'm not saying it's going to last forever, but it is an experiment. So I'm glad to see see anything. You mean Google's mainframe is not in the workshop? You should know all. I know. I just, people assume because I've known all these characters for so many years that there's some like back room, like backstage at the Boyd, something like that, where the wigs come off and the makeup and the tutus and the pink jumpsuits and all that. Just, there's no. What the hell was that? Sound like the ice cream man. Oh, can't say that around here anymore. But backstage, that'd be a good channel. Backstage at the Boyd, right? Have little searchlights there. Backstage at the Boyd. How you doing, Aaron Ravenly? What's going on? L.A. is closer than Santa Rosa from Nevada. They're about equal distance. If you're just shooting directly east, they're about the same distance. Las Vegas to LA is the same as Reno to San Francisco and Santa Rosa. It's all about the same difference on there. So it's very good to see everybody tonight. So it's going to take a while to adjust. Yeah, but Craig, I don't know. You can tell I'm feeling better today. My voice is good. I don't know. I'm just happy about that. I was feeling like I was sucking down more of that joy juice in the air or whatever the hell that black crap floating around, and I couldn't. I felt like it was starting to get caught in my throat and things. And today's the first day I just woke up and sound like I'm not smoking 5 packs of smokes a day or whatever. So I'm a very happy camper today. This wig's been around for a while. I found it so funny when you sent metal detecting to dimension person and then the guy in the truck. You lucky charm, let me tell you what, when you're out metal detecting, you never know. You're going to have a lot. You're going to talk, especially when you're an urban detector. Now, many detectors, if you're in rural areas, Virginia, the Blue Ridge Mountains, former Civil War sites and things like that, you can go a lot. You can find a lot of quiet places. But think about California as a very urban state, but outside of the 5 big cities, it's a very rural state, but there's nothing out there. So I'm driven towards working cities. And with cities comes a ton of people. You like to be a countryside detector, you're going to have a lot of solitude. You'll hear, you'll hear your cows and chickens. And in the city, you always got to be looking over your shoulder because and I'm not disparaging anybody, but there's a lot of people around. And there's a lot of drug use, and there's a lot of people that are on crack and other stuff. So it makes it difficult. Taking me a while. I missed you live this afternoon, but I did watch it. Yeah, the schedule will. The schedule will be. It's there is no. There is no. There is nothing there. I wasn't there, goofball. This was before I even met Missy Jen. I don't know who this unbelievable is my voice there. Did you ever think that somebody put my voice over top of it? Fool. All right, let's give the just get rid of that fake Holly undead. How you doing, Angus? Nice to see you. Yeah, they don't it's hard for people to believe that was pre when I was on the scene. Anyway, I don't really have a schedule. I just wait till a certain amount of work fills up. I can go in when I want to go in. I'm just trying to help. Mm. Yeah, we'd like to welcome everybody to the chat here. It's like people get greedy metal detecting in the city boulevard in front of my house. I don't have surprisingly few hey Ted, surprisingly few confrontations because most people realize that's not their property. Although most cities require that you maintain the sidewalk and things like that, it's technically not it's not your property. So most people are really chill. I've had some confrontations. You can see about 2 years ago over in the fancy neighborhood, some guy, ended up calling the cops, and all the cops like, I can't do that. This is public property. And the guy got all nasty. Yeah, the dark wig got smoked by the fires. That's right. So you have to be prepared for anything. But do remember this. When I'm doing that, if somebody comes out and is just a normal, nice person, like the woman told the story about the guy with Alzheimer's, he thinks you're a spy out here, Mata Hari or something out on the front. He doesn't know what you're carrying, what you're doing. Hearing these weird noises, beep, 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 beep. Would you mind just moving on? And I said, yeah, you asked me so nice, and of course, I'm not going to be that person that is going to be, what do they call that? Metal detecting rights auditor. Going out there doing that crap. Birds imitate car alarms. Woo wee, woo wee. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff too. So things will level out. I do want to travel. I have some hope that things are improving around here, which is good. As I said, today is the first day I woke up. My sore throat was gone. The sky was it was chilly today, but it got up to 91 degrees late. But it was kind of blue skies and nice. Blue skies and nice today, which made me very happy. So I plan on continuing to bring a lot of content, putting that in when I can, and getting the field all cleared so that I can get on the road ASAP, which would be good. If you always take the high road with people, most times they're really nice, just like Bobby's. Of course, it takes two people to continue a fight. Okay. And if you don't avidly participate in that, which is a real psychic vampire anyway, that kind of activity, then you don't have to worry about it. You just move on. You just block, move on, and put it out of your mind. That's it. So I'm ready. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, Noreen, I wasn't really feeling bad, but you could hear me last night, and just cumulatively, I had sucked down so much smoke. And I know people were like, Rosie, you were so stupid to go out. You were out metal detecting like 3 times. Metal detecting is one of those things. It comes in waves. You get the bug for a little while and then you put it down. It's like vintage audio work. You pick it up a while, you pick it up for a little while, and then you put it down after you get kind of burned out. So it's kind of fun. Got some things I need to get done. Okay, Hop Frog, take it easy. Uh, but yeah, the content. So we're just doing a little state of the steering wheel address tonight. And I do value the messages that I get and things, and it is nice to know that there's so many thoughtful people out there that are so tied into the state of affairs, and so waiting on tenterhooks for for the next thing to come down around here. How you doing, Rhonda? Doing a live stream from Work Scene and Rosie? No, I would never do something like that, Craig. Number one, it's unprofessional in a medical setting. Number two, it violates HIPAA, even back office standards of records and things like that. So, I've never done anything like that. I've had uh, you know, just had that drilled into my head. You have a kind heart and great sense of man. You love your beautiful women. You're unique, and your channel is going to keep moving up. Thank you. Yeah, the channel's been doing good. Hey, Becky, enjoy your honest take on life. It's just smashing your face into life head on, Becky. You got to work with what you have. And if you do that with a smile on your face and a good spirit, the whole world flows a little better. Oh, thank you, Angus. I appreciate it. I got to do some laundry. I'm getting down to the bottom of the barrel. Hey, Kimia. Um, yeah, so travel's the next big thing, and then I've got to get ready for Terror to come up. Time is flying by. It's not going to be long at all that Terror's going to be here in October. Thank you, Rhonda. I didn't get the $20. I skipped the $20 Party City wig and went up one shelf at the Walmart. Right, I'm trying to up my game a little bit. So. Joking around. I know you couldn't do that, but it would be fun. I don't know if it would be, to me, it would be boring just to see somebody pouring over a lot of credentialing, compliance stuff, and filling out waste hauling certificates and certifications of proper red baggage of medical waste, and going out and inspecting and making sure that everything has the proper closure tags and is sitting in the right place on the property and sign off, waiting for the med waste disposal to come pulling up, and take all that crapola away and everything. So it's actually one of the most boring jobs I think that a person could be associated with. What's up, Nori? I think it would just absolutely bore the pants off of people to see something like that. So we do have an open chat. If there's anything that you want to talk about, just let me know. Everything's cooling down. It's been pretty delightful here. I'm really happy about that. I'd really like to get some sunshine. I'd just like one day where you have a crystal clear blue sky and I could get the bikini or the onesie on and go out there and get some sunshine and get ready for San Diego. Yeah, Joey D, I hope your smoke is clearing down there. Joey D, I haven't seen too much of your commentary on that. So, but the Boyd rolls on. The Boyd rolls on. I should probably take a chance too to clean this thing up. God, I've had this thing for so long, guys. But if you have something that's well made, good old well made engineering. Let me see if I can get the manufacturing date on this. Let's see what the hell this thing was. XL Thierry. Can't really tell. I have to have the code for that. Got the serial number, but I'm sure somewhere on there is the manufacturing code. But this thing is held up well. I'm still using the same damn battery. All these years, that rechargeable. I've been really lucky. Well, the smoke map shows almost at Toronto. San Diego is a gorgeous. North Element is fine. Ninth Element is doing good, Nori. He checks in with me. She checks in with me to let me know. To let me know what is going on. I've written a letter to Daddy. His address is heaven above. I've written a letter to Daddy. It's looking good for the end of the week if no new fires pop up. That's good. That's the main thing. Yeah, I'm pretty good, Craig. I'm enjoying the thought of having a little more money in my pocket. That's going to be a great thing. That's going to be awesome. Lurking but in the bath. Yeah, cyanide cupcake. Did you enter me into the wrestling competition? I received a Gmail that says cyanide cupcake signed you up for the boxing wrestling $10,000 prize. Battling Butterbean in the ring. You got some real pals out there. You got some real pals out there, Cupcake. Some real pals. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. What? No, I don't know. I had to check into that. What the hell is this person talking? A little bit of everything on your channel. You interact with yourself. But shouldn't Lucky Charms? Thank you. A Baby Jane reference will make my day. Thanks for the song. I love that. I've written a letter to Daddy. His address is heaven above. I've written a letter to Daddy saying I love you. One of the freakiest moments in cinema right there. Say we tag team if you get to. I don't even want to touch it. Miss a live stream. We do more early streams. Yes, I will, Noreen. Yep. Uh, Sound like somebody got run through with a shiv outside. God, this neighborhood's getting wild. They had some big Viva La Raza rally up on Sebastopol Road yesterday. Chatters, there's Ninth Element still alive. Good to see you. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. That was pretty weird. You know how many times they had to roll that head down the steps till it landed the right way? I love it. I told you guys, one of my passions is the classic and older movies because, frankly, I think the storylines were better. I think you had to be people didn't there was no concept of low hanging fruit at that time, right? There was no precedence for sequels, or sequels were rare, like the Thin Man series with William Powell, or Mr. Deeds, right? With um, what's his name? I can't even remember his name. The anyway, now everything, you're afraid to bust out of the franchise, right? You're afraid to try something new, and that's why who got slammed? Martin Scorsese. He's been getting flack because he said it's all just comic book theater these days. That's all it is. It's comic book cinema. And I would agree with that. I always wonder how long it would take to watch every movie ever made. Of not as long as you would think. You know how many movies just disintegrated because of nitrite and production, the low, cheap quality of film in the early days. You know how much film was just destroyed and rendered worthless? They'd stick them in these pre-air conditioning when they just could put them in a vault or something like that. And, you know, over time, you look at your old pictures, they just fade, right? So my hands are set. If the winds stay calm, I will not lose my home. I heard that things are calming down. Morning live. Live, bro. What was the hot topic? Eric was going to be coming in today, Eric and Michelle, but I kind of turned them around. I gave a few bucks to Eric, but I want people to come here because they genuinely want to see me and hang out and be a friend. I don't want people coming here for just if it's going to be a sub haul or channel building and that kind of thing, or if somebody's not going to be respectful of the work I've done over the years. You know, if somebody believes I just sit here and do nothing and people believe it or not come in and watch, so well, that's a very severe indictment of the last 7.5 years of output that I've put on this channel. Some of the most memorable content, some of the most memorable live streams, Quinn with two N's, Oakland live streams, running for my life, and untold funny encounters on streets and renovation projects. And, uh, you know, you want to think that you're at the point where you didn't just get here by sitting on your arse, that's for sure. This is back to the Eric topic. Maybe you didn't film had the lunch to get together. Patricia, were you here this morning? You already sent a lot of viewers. Yeah, of course I did. And I'd love to do that. I'd love to send people to, I'd love to help people do that kind of thing. I purposely, you know, we met up down in Las Vegas. I was happy to tell people sub him up, and Cheryl and my moderators are posting a link on this. Yeah, that's the way it should be. There wasn't anything for me in that, but it was. I'm thinking we're just having a good time, you know. Uh, no, we're not. We're not. We didn't have a disagreement or anything. It's just I'm not. You know, it was offensive to me last night, but that's fine. He's not an offensive person, but he'll speak what. In other words, it's easy to tell what a motivation is when somebody contacts you. Plus, Patricia, I'm back at work now. And Eric had said I'm coming between the 2nd and 10th of September. And I said, that's fine. And today is the 14th. So, what have I been doing the last 2 days? I've been reporting to work and getting clocking 4 and 5 hours and stuff. So cinematic downtown Oakland. Thank you, Kimmy. Got more to come on cinematic stuff. So last night I didn't get in on. Okay, be careful, small YouTubers that want to use you for popularity. But you know, you would think that. Uh, what do I consider a big channel? Like 100,000, like Tess cooks for you, right? We don't know what Tess looks like. She's the silver button member. She's always nice. You'll never see her on cam. So she never has to worry about the issue of sharing and helping to build other channels. She just does her own thing. Okay. But if you're like a variety channel and you're live streaming and you have been a presence on camera for over, well, since day one, then it's a different story. But what defines a big YouTuber? To me, it's like, okay, you get up to 100,000. Okay, you're gone into puberty, right? You're not in the boy the collection of meaningless meaningless and oblivious channels down here. How you doing, Sean? I hope you are too, my friend. I hope the air cleared out. So to use for channel growth, there's nothing wrong with that in my mind. As long as you're um, genuine that you enjoy the channel. That's why I like Jay Hayes. Jay Hayes came to me. He's a very nice guy, and he did an interview of me. But he had discovered a channel and had hung around for a while and enjoys and probably still enjoy watching the content. I mean, it's the way. And what does he have? 250,000 subs. But never did I think or discuss with him, hey, what's in it? What's going to be coming out of the? I did it because he's been very nice to me. Thank you, Kimberly. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So I wish things could have gone better. But the main override was I'm committed to work now, and I cannot leave people unattended on the rancho here. There's too much of a liability for me. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, let's speak from the heart means so much more. We had an AQI of 416 Thursday. It's a nightmare. Well, how is it now, Sean? We've actually gotten a little better. You can hear my voice is robust tonight. I don't have all the crap coming up out of my throat. I was miserable. I was wheezing with all of that stuff in my throat. I keep forgetting I'm public, but he may have wasted the money and not used. Well, he would, and he gave me $5, and I shot him back 20. I didn't want any money from guy. The last thing I want is, Eric to spend money on me. I was going to take him out to get something to eat, and then try to figure out something down here. But I'm not. Can't be a miracle worker for stuff. So. Let's see. How you doing, Robert? What is that thing? Spent the day in Monterey, good eating lunch on the waterfront from Lodi. Smoke is bad. Yeah, I'd like to get down that way. I'm just waiting. Can you hold your own? You don't back down. You get harassed fast. I don't. I'm too old for that. 223 today. Yes, no. That's what makes the Boyd is pretty tough people. Dan, I like the direction on your focusing now on your channel work. It works for me. I'd always dreamed of kind of, and it is an experiment. It's going to run probably a little bit through fall just to see how it works. But to have a place for live streaming and then a place for content. Now I did get requested, please don't take the. I told you guys the other night that I'd been taking down the live streams because I didn't feel like they contributed beyond the next day. Nobody really watches them, and they really kind of clog up the pipeline when people show up on a channel. They don't want to sit through a 3 hour hangout that they can't relate to it. So they, I'd like to have the recorded content, but I've agreed to keep those, to keep them up now because people do enjoy watching them at, the next day, and I get that. I'm trying to find the right balance of things to do. Yeah, the Wavens. Wow, did you see the Wavens today? They will magnificent out there. Actually, I saw the game reel highlights today, and I'm not. They got some. The score kind of belied what I thought went on in the game today. I thought, we haven't had much preseason or anything, so we're just stepping right into crap. But they'll get a little more well-oiled. But I love the passing style of Lamar Jackson, that sidearm passing. That's a really difficult pass to defense against because most quarterbacks, and I'm not going to make this a football, most quarterbacks are tossing a pass that goes like this, and his passes are coming low to high, which makes it much harder to, I believe, pick off those kind of passes. The world's largest camera took a photo today. Menlo Park. All right, keep going. I can see a golf ball from 50 miles away. That's pretty cool. Hi, Blackhearted. What a place this is. We spend at least 20 minutes greeting each other because we are all so awesome. You are. You are. You guys make the chat, right? How can somebody have a chat and just... Sometimes I'll be on topic. I'm doing a state of the steering wheel address and I'm very intense. I won't see the side chat for a while. But I feel like I'm in the side chat with you, right? Except I don't have to type and you do. Oh, thank you, Linda Lou. Nice to see you, sweetie. Hope you're doing well, you and Sherry Anna. Yeah, I'm doing. I'm a good distance from the fires now, and I'm I'm feeling better today than I have the respiratory system. Well, it's been miserable with this air quality, but I think that things are getting better. And I'm always excited when October comes. Every day I go out, I see those two pumpkins getting oranger and oranger. It's really great. Yeah, grateful for you too, Blackhearted. One of the kindest people I've seen on the chats here. So it's been good. Things have been going well. Things have been going great. I think just surviving the last couple weeks in the void has been almost a miracle. Right? I mean, it's like you look over your spot, you listen behind you, and all you hear is boom, right? Anti-channel mines going off, boom, boom, boom. Hot August nights. Did you remember? It's September. Yeah, Joey D gave me this wonderful shirt. Yeah, nice positive platform with no BS. But we like to have a good time. I'm not going to steer away from topics of the day. If I have something to say about the channels or what's going on, or people are asking me a lot of stuff, I'm not going to sit here in a vacuum and just pretend nothing's going on. Linda Lou says, Rosie, I have a question pour vous. Fire away, Linda Lou. I've written a letter to Daddy. His address is heaven above. The thing I like about I don't have to pay for Netflix or anything. And people are up in arms about Netflix anyway with that new series that came out, Cutie, out of France. Holy shit. You love the t-shirt. Thank Joey D. Joey D gave me a couple things I really love and I use all the time. Okay, he gave me great china here. Great china set. Okay, wonderful. Soup bowls, and he gave me the Donut Worry shirt that I like to wear every day in winter because it's so comfortable. It's a long sleeve and it's so nice. Yeah, it's cooled off a lot, Kimmy. I went at about 4:15 or so metal detecting. It was about 91 degrees in my car thermometer, but compared to 110, it's felt great down here. Uh, Netflix is wonderful. I don't have Netflix. You have a old Motorola, huh? Motorola, the pride of Schaumburg, Illinois. Motorola. The air will improve once the rainy season comes. Still, I will really get over to Hawaii. I have been chatting back and forth with Dee and stuff. I'm very happy about the way that's going. You need to do I need to do computer theater, right? I've written a letter to Daddy. Whatever happened to baby Rosie, right? I didn't get to finish it. I have an old owner, a supersonic stereophonic. I was wondering where you could find a year on that. You have to take the back off, and typically on the amplifier chassis of the amplifier will usually be 2 digits for the year down there. Like this is 61 8 August of 1961. This was manufactured. So you like to see the Sansui come to life. It's got a long way to go, but it's alive, and people really were pressing me to do more vintage audio repair. And believe it or not, finding a defective fuse holder is not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing. Jay Berlin, you look lovely. Jay Berlin, back in the chat. How you doing, Jay? Good to see you. Yeah, let's see. Patty says that's something I really like about watching. You'll be talking a topic, and all of a sudden you belt out a trippy song. I love that. Thank you, Jay Berlin. My Netflix account with 5 of his close. Release your
Rosie, you
makeup
look
does not
lovely
rhyme when you
tonight.
sing that song. But isn't that a classic though? Don't you just love that? Thank you again, Jay. Don't you just love that movie? And that's the only movie I really had to really give it to Betty Davis for having the chops to come out of makeup looking like that. So it was pretty cool. Hey, thank you, Carl. Carl will tell you sometimes the most simplest things are the most vexing, and complicated things rarely go wrong on well-built units. I need to change that. A lot of oil-filled caps and crap on that, but we'll get to it. We'll do that. Yeah, Jay Berlin is always a great supporter and a friend of the channel. He's wonderful, and he's outspoken too, and I admire that about him. But good to see you, Carl. Hope you're doing well. I'm not familiar with which movie. That movie is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. It's become like a cult classic. It was filmed on a shoestring. I can't remember who the director was on that. Pretty well known director, but it became a cult classic. That would be amazing. You see that with Rosie. uh, I've written, yeah, let's go to community theater, right, and fall off the stage or something. Yeah, nice to see you, Jay. So I'm also adjusting it. It just seems like, yeah, it has a cult following, and even more than Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte, because Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte was a uh, much more in your face, less stylized, horrific. It was more just real horrific, as opposed to Baby Jane, which kind of just the story was so compelling and the actresses were so strong. But Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte was when Betty Davis and uh, what's her name, Joan Crawford, had their huge falling out. Joan Crawford insisted on having Pepsi Cola only on the set because she was a director of Coca Cola and her husband was associated with, I mean, of Pepsi Cola. And it just got so bad that she finally got replaced. You know, they brought in Olivia de Havilland to take over. And the first thing that I'll never forget that picture. The first thing Betty Davis does is have a picture pose with everybody drinking Coca-Cola on the set of the movie. 19, yeah, Robert Aldrich. That's it, Robert Aldrich. What's up, Amelia? How you doing, honey? Yeah, Robert Aldrich was good. Was there Now Voyager? Yeah, that was a good. Dark Victory with Humphrey Bogart, and another one I kind of liked her in was of Human Bondage, which was her earliest thing with Leslie Howard, which was quite a movie too that probably nobody's heard of. Former agent who holds her paraplegic ex-movie star sister captive in an old Hollywood mansion. That's it. And people used to laugh at Missy Jen when I would push her in a wheelchair. We were like, whatever happened to Baby Jane or whatever, and really bust my balls about that, you know. So we always debated about doing a movie with the rat being served under this silver thing to Missy Jen and her spinning in the wheelchair in a circle. Uh, Yeah, there's nothing like some of the best movies. That Sunset Boulevard with aging movie stars. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Great movie. The characters were so campy too. The piano teacher that got all weirded out. Lana Turner Imitation of Life. That was a movie that tested the censorship when they brought because everything was under the Hayes Commission at that time, and that was a tough movie to get in with black white issue of black passing and things like that. Very difficult. Woman in a Cage. That's Olivia de Havilland considered that her best flick. Late, how you doing, Dave? Good to see you. So it's been a good time, but I'm trying to get adjusted. It's like I still feel like we had a really major earthquake on YouTube, and it's really I'm still feeling what buildings have come down and what's destroyed, and I think a lot of us probably have that feeling. What can be saved, what can be rebuilt, and it's a very disconcerting thing. Oh, I know. If I had done that piece, and Missy Jen was all for it, but we settled for the traditional filming of the Green Mile down in San Francisco. So I'll miss filming the October Green Mile with Missy Jen for sure this year. Yeah. So there's some things that I just thought better of it, Cheryl. The more we thought about it, the more I thought, wow. You liking a tank top? Yeah, thank Joey D for that. Reno's Hot August Nights, which unfortunately they did not have this year. So I'm just trying to get adjusted to this to the shape of things. I've been in that situation of being termed out before, and it's a brutal road back. Let me tell you, even if you just never get detected and you just start over, it's a very long road and very tough. The Green Mile vid, you like them, Cheryl? Hi, Monkey Boy. What else happened on YouTube besides Elbow? I don't know. Dave, Dave's two big channels went down. Dave the Fisherman and Adventure Unknown. Those two channels went down. That was pretty significant, right? And I think JT's channel went down, and Sig didn't want his Sig's Boyd parodies go down, or there was a lot of there was like a it was like a it's not February, but it was like a St. Valentine's Day massacre on Boyd, right? Line all those channels up against the wall. Double Indemnity, yeah, with Miss Barbara Stanwyck, who always, she's another one that forced the hand of the government with the Hayes Commission. Yeah, Boyd parodies. Yeah, so there was a lot of stuff happened, and it's been a lot of stuff to deal with. You see the change. There was a lot of history was taken out. That's why I tell people, if you're a content creator, Google, YouTube gives you a chance to download all of your content, and they will send it to you. Okay, in little packages and things, and you can store it on your hard drive. Would you want to lose all the memories of 5,000 videos and things like that? I wouldn't. I didn't want to, excuse me, I didn't want to lose all the stuff that I had. I don't know. I don't really know why Ninth Element. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know why they went down on that. Um, no, their commentary, doxing and things like that. But you can't always assume everybody in the Boyd is always very thin-skinned and is just going to go along with things. Trump must have seen your hair colors. He's a copycat, huh? Just made a lot of enemies and known as a pathological liar. Questionable content. So it's just, it is what it is. And Monkey Boy, I got your message. Thank you. I might be down in Vegas before you know it. I don't know. I have to work with work because I also have a chance to courier some information down there to the hospital system down there in Nevada too. So there's some interconnection. I'm trying to be here, but I'm kind of occupied too. Hey, no problem, Jen. You do what you need to do. You do exactly what you need to do. I don't think I have a thin skin. I don't. I don't have a thin skin. What is going on in the boy? There's been a lot. September's been like a massacre in September, and it's just trying to get the relay of the land again and see what's coming back and see what's not. I mean, some of the parody channels got taken down. It was just a lot. Just because YouTube is free doesn't mean you can be an asshat. Exactly. That's what I was talking about, Golden State. It's I wouldn't be surprised if every community goes through that kind of thing. That things just get so wired up and emotions go so high that people just maybe threaten when they don't really mean to or shouldn't, or bully or harass or dox and stuff like that. So someone got the attention and it snowballed. I think we have a trusted flagger in the community is what I think we have, and it's somebody that's stationed, I believe, in places that are a little hotter than other places on YouTube, and their whole function is to just keep an eye on things, and they're not allowed to give you a strike. But what they can do is put your information in and fast track you to get looked at fast. So, how you doing, Sprinter? Nice to see you. Just watching hate channels, yeah. Yeah. So I'll let you know, Monkey Boy. I did appreciate your message today. So it's a nice time to go down now. Give us a shake, honey. There it is. The cars are bouncing. Boing, boing, boing. Boing, boing. It's like a low risers in the back there on that. So, and then on top of that, working, going back to the workforce, and then doing some work on the channels and thing. It's been a lot too. It's been a lot of radical change. Yeah, so much easier being nice. Yeah. Leave a nice fingerprint on the world. It's just easy that way. Yeah, they never come after you to check your fingerprint when you're a good person, right? You know me. Rosie, stop. I stopped. That's a new move. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Thought somebody's car alarm was going to go off again. Oh, that's like the first thing I've had to drink today since I got home. Something like that. Something like that. But I guess the other thing that got drilled into, and I think it's kind of cool that I went back to work, is you never want to depend on YouTube for your income. Now, some people can do a little soft shoe shuffle and claim one day that it's all business, and the next day turn around and just say, as Bergs would say, it's for fun. You know, it's a hobby. Well, we know that's not true, but I don't think anybody with half a brain would ever depend on YouTube for. I'd live every day as if the rug was being pulled out. You don't want to do that. I've written a letter to Daddy. The oinker is back on. Yeah, but it's a hard road back. It's not even significant anymore. Golden State. It's just it's. You ever hear the game called Shoots and Ladders, right? We're climbing the ladder in Boyd, and then once in a while, somebody hits a chute. You might drop down one level. You might drop down two levels, but you might be that one that takes the whole, what was it, Hunter Thompson said? You buy the ticket, you take the whole ride down, brother, all the way to the bottom. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. You know what? That's a good idea. Forgive me a minute, guys. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. Hunter Thompson, you buy the ticket, you take the ride. Let me get a cup of coffee. I'm starting to cough again because I'm still not 100% on my throat. I've written a letter to Daddy. His address is heaven above. La da 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 da. I've written a letter to Daddy. I'm just micro blasting a cup here. Like the lights, this is it. Da, 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 do, do, do. And oh, what heights we'll see. On with the show, this is it. Ah. Man, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Oh, I gotta clean this kitchen. 40 seconds, guys. We just got this thing on micro blast. Micro blast. When I'm coughing up all that goo, I just didn't need to get it out of my system. God knows what toxic chemicals is trapped in it. That should be enough. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street, coming down the street for me. Ooh, ooh, oh, Mr. Wells Fargo wagon, something for me, anything for me. Ba-da-ba-boo-boo-boo. Who didn't like the Music Man with Robert Preston, right? You guys like musicals? I used to until Sound of Mucus came along. That killed me on it. All things happen for a reason, and maybe a reason being going back. I think so, Craig. So Santa Rosa is one of the most hospitable climates and vibrant communities for gardening. Did you see my video today? I showed that famous quote of Luther Burbank, who was the most famous botanist and plant scientist in the history of the world, bringing you the russet Burbank potato, the Shasta daisy, all kinds of stuff that he developed. Amazing guy. And he said that thing, I'm truly convinced this is God's chosen place on earth for growing things. We have a beautiful day, 14 degrees here in Gisborne. Sun is bright. Like wishing my boobs could fit into a boob tube. This girl walking past is wishing my boobs. Yeah, Sprinter's cool. What's up, Anderson Henderson? I hated that movie, man. Even Christopher Plummer, the co-star of the movie, called it The Sound of Mucus. He hated that movie more than anything else. He said, if I could have stripped my name off of every marquee, every place that movie was ever, every credit, everything, though, a deer, a female deer, high on the hill, it's a lonely goat herd, yo lady, yo, oh, oh. I just wanted to get that skinny neck geek run across the meadow there, boom. Luther Burbank Art Center, yeah, I saw some good music there. 90 in Vegas, that's good for me. That is beautiful. You know what, Monkey Boy, that is great weather, my friend. That is beautiful, beautiful weather. And yeah, never know. Just keep the porch light on there, Monkey Boy. Luther, a great botanist, yes. Luther Burbank. And his wife was smart. His second wife was like 80 years younger than he was when they got married, so she lived till like she was 150. But in 1932, when they changed the patent laws and you could patent plants and things, she rushed over to the patent office and filed a zillion patents, and she was smart. Yeah, it's a nice temperature. I love that temperature. Camo Dave, remember the Captain Chesapeake said, I kept singing it. Okay, Noreen. Do 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 do. Do 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 la da 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 do 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 do. That's it. That's one. I was glad he remembered that. I was glad he remembered the Captain Chesapeake song and Mondi the Sea Monster. I haven't seen anybody with a Mondi the Sea Monster channel yet. I've seen Captain Chesapeake has been coming around, but I haven't seen Mondi the Sea Monster. Yes, we have the beautiful but deadly cyanide cupcake, our version of Poison Ivy, right? Remember that on the was that the Batman movie with Poison Ivy? You're still a youngin', Cyanide. You're just reaching your prime, honey. You're just hitting on all cylinders. Jen, don't worry about it, sweetie. Hell, I turned 62. I'm still pumping out the hits. You know, I don't think I act what a traditional 62 is. God knows physical stamina and things. I don't do, you know, I'm not stuck in the greasy chair yet with the greasy head thing on that. Oh, his rendition. I love Dave. I find him so amusing. I get a charge out of it. I like somebody that gives a whole overview and a very in a non-biased way. He just calls it like it is, and then he does his own content too. And I love Dave. I think he's really great. That's you, cyanide cupcake. Embrace it, honey. You're the poison ivy of the whole schlemiel. Yeah, I look as young as you. That's great. You know, that's awesome, Rhonda. That's the deal. You're as young as you feel. Young as you feel. Who knows? My pop's going to be 91 at the end of September here. He sounds better than he sounded in years. He's got a girlfriend now. He's talking about getting engaged. I'm like, oh, God. You know, let me get down there and separate these two before. I'm fluffy because it keeps the wrinkles hid. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nobody likes. I grew up and I saw those models in the '60s, Twiggy, and man, I thought, where's the meat, right? And I look at those girls in the '30s or the '20s, flappers like straight down, and I'm thinking to myself, holy smokes, these girls weigh like 90 pounds and 88 pounds and 100 pounds. God, thank God we got girls with got some meat on their bone these days. You know, fits my personality. Some enchanted evening you may see a stranger. La da 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 do, la da, la da do. La da 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 do. What's up, Genevieve? La do. Do 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 love is a many splendid thing. La da do do, la da da do do, la da da do. I love that. William Holden and Jones, what was her name? Joe and something. I can't remember her name. Twiggy needed to eat a hamburger or five. Skunk Ape, you're never banned here. You're band proof. But aren't you glad? I mean, I love girls which got meat on their bones, and I'm not talking about just very out of it. I'm just saying, but compared to okay, I like full figured girl. I like right. Just spit it out, right? Own it. But I'm just saying that Twiggy look and that ultra frail and thin. And I don't know how Paris and Couture could think that clothes would hang better and look better on that. I would design to a realistic woman, instead of having women slave themselves to try to fit that outfit, to have the outfit style to the women. Uh, Gonna wash that man right out of my hair. Yeah, that's it. Bloody Mary is the one for me. Like those old musicals. Does Barb watch Rosie? I don't know. I like some of them, but that's just the way I feel. I think it's healthier today. The biggest change I noticed in the last 25 years. Guys are about the same size, but women have got much, much larger stature and much larger frame over those 25 years. I think in 1955, the average woman was 5 feet 2, and I think it was like 120 pounds. And now I think it's 5 feet 5 and more like 170, something like that in there. It's been changed. Picture taken for a book called I, the Beholder's Lady, is my beautiful first cousin. I wear a tamoko or tattoo on my chin, but I can't display it till. Okay, Sprinter, that's cool. Slow down, sexy girls ahead. Hello, Pickerick. Nice to see you. Let's see. I do, but I like being a man. There's nothing wrong with that. I live it though. I don't play it. I'm not sure Golden State or Space Girl will be around. We're gonna see. I'm gonna let things settle out with the job stuff a little bit, and I think we're gonna just have an adult chat. I want to have my onesie on and be out here and to have a chat like that. I need things to settle down a little bit in my personal life. Smoke is cleared. I'm feeling better about things. So that's good. If I get my frame of mind right, I like to vamp around and have a good time. But if I'm worried about it and I have a lot of angst and I'm just feeling like the world's ending, it's hard to hard to do that for sure. So for sure. Yeah, just give that, yeah, just time him out. That's, guy's a nobody there, and the long road back, brother. Long road back. There will be peace in the valley below. Have you seen a free range chicken breast versus the ones? No, I haven't. Yeah, no name calling or anything. You don't have to time him out. You can let him, uh, stew in his own juices. Um, but like I say, it's like I don't really talk about that anymore. It's not my problem. Not my problem. I agree with you. My brother is also June, so I can't remember the name, but there was a woman kidnapped by an Indian. She became part of their clan, and they gave her that tattoo. That sounds like what was that movie with Kevin Costner? Dances with Wolves, right? Something like that. It's almost Canadian Thanksgiving. Looking forward to going home for it. This country doesn't. If the country doesn't explode first. If the country doesn't explode first. I've said that too, Bill Ellis. Look at the size of chicken breasts and things now. They're enormous. Just gigantic. The size of them. It's incredible what's happened to chicken breasts. I've said that for years. Look at what's happened to apples. Look at what's happened to vegetables. I mean, you get one vegetable, it almost weighs a pound, right? It's unbelievable. Oh, there you go again. Love it. Love the Ron call you. Yeah, man. How you doing? What's up? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Representing the franchise of FOMOCO. FOMOCO. No problem, Jen Jen. No problem. You got to understand that guy's like a chicken that got his head cut off, and the reality hasn't quite set in yet, but it'll. Draft Tour Diva. Yeah, they're tough and they have no taste, but I don't think I've ever had. I don't have a red hair so the 1960s 5'2" woman is not on average. Not on average. I don't know if I've ever had a free range chicken. Like, I don't know if I've ever really had a farm fresh egg before. I have no idea what that would taste like, a non-supermarket egg, because I haven't had one before. Yeah, Frankenfood, genetically modified GMO Frankenfood, exactly. Exactly. 5'1" and shrinking, Rhonda. FOMOCO, right? Yeah, man. If you could see tomorrow the way it looks to us today, you'd say incredible. Ford, that's incredible. It's time to let the dust settle and regroup. Exactly. Exactly. So right now I feel like we've had all these earthquakes and a few buildings have been dropping down, and you just want to make sure that you're not going to get hit by a falling power line or something while you're out there walking around surveying the land. To do that, I'm sorry, because it was hey, Jen, it's okay. It's all right. That's, total desperation to, you've got to do crazy things to desperately try to rebuild again. But It is what it is. It's not me. It's not my worry. Why could I have you took a shop store that kills the chickens while you wait? That's pretty cool. I enjoyed the food up there a lot. Yeah, man. Would that be one of the halal shops that just processes its chicken? Hey, Super Cereal, how are you? Hey, you're making me laugh and almost choke on your food, right? I remember all those old Ford commercials. Do you know the car that I liked the most growing up? We had a 1966 Ford Country Squire. It had the magic three-way tailgate. You could open it this way, you could open it down, and I don't know what the hell the other way of it was, but it was pretty darn cool. And it had the seats in the back that faced opposite you, and it had the simulated wood on the side with midnight blue. It was really a sharp looking rig, man. That 66 Ford Country Squire. Then we had the 73 LTD wagon. Wow, what a beast that baby was. Breastises. You can't wait to retire, Rosie. 5 years. That's good. Yeah, man. You know what I did? Yeah, man. Yesterday, I went back to work for the first time in a year. I'm working again. Working myself part time now, but trying to suss my job up over to remote to be able to be working remotely. I probably have to carry an extra phone around with me to do urgent things, but that's okay. I've left the state this year via my armchair, and I went on a ride with gunshots and plastic bullets whizzing by. Yeah. Fresh rabbit is delicious. Monkey Boy will tell you when they're training for the Army Rangers, when they give you like 3 minutes to catch, prepare, and cook the rabbit. And if I don't know what it is, 15, I don't know what it is, but if the rabbit makes a noise, you lose, right? Yeah, it's kind of the old job I did before Kimia. Same people, same faces, but the medical field has been decimated these days because of COVID-19, and a few people have died. Some people have left the area. Other people don't want to be involved in the medical field right now. Don't want to be a part of what's chooching around in the ventilating systems in hospitals and all that. So, thank goodness for earned pensions. I got a pension, but I don't get a payout until I'm 65. So, I mean, that's the thing. I'm kind of in a waiting mode. Wait on that. You want to switch over the Space Lieutenant of Space Corps in honor of your daughter. Well, it just came recently, and this is more in honor to Joey D and a tribute to him. I don't even know if they've designed the new Space Force insignias and thing, but Joey D, retired U.S. Air Force, great friend of mine, wonderful person. He gave me the hat, so I'm going to continue to cherish and wear that. Happy to retire from Ford. That doesn't mean I will stop working. Well, I was requested to come back in and help out because they're so depleted right now. So how can I say no in times like that? They've dropped my ass in Panama jungle, had to eat bugs. Wow, Dave. I'm just waiting for the full payout. I'm not going to draw Social Security till I'm 70. 65 is too late to enjoy. I don't know. Alan Gold. I'm 3'7" with no arms. uh, it looks like Kitty. Wow, Golden State. Oh, I thought you were going to say Buick Roadmaster. I do like the Buick Roadmaster. I love those vehicles, like the 97, 98 Buick Roadmasters are like, wow, what battle wagons, man. Really cool. Yeah, prayers for everybody not feeling their best. Exactly. Exactly, exactly. Not feeling their best. At least Alan Gold is honest, right? So we'll see how things pay out. I'm going to make the cabin fever is getting to be too much for the new Space Force. Looks like a Star Trek insignia. Okay, it takes a while before officially, licensed merchandise comes along. So it's just going to take some time for that. My mom always said she will sue the government because they built the sidewalk too close to to her, to her ass. Really. That's pretty funny. Mini meltdown. We all been having meltdowns. It's normal. It's good to have a meltdown. In between the tears, we've had some cheers. We've had some things to cheer for, and some things to be fearful for, and some things to shed a tear for. We've had it all. This 2020 has been a nightmare. Yeah, Alan Gold. You can't get rid of Alan Gold. He's like a fungus under a log or something. He'll always be there. But a nice fungus, not a deadly one. Yeah, he is gold. I've always enjoyed Alan Gold. I mean, he used to go at me hard about Missy Jan and woo and pigs in space. The hell's that? What does that mean? Pigs in space. Whatever. Whatever. We all drive classic Rose cars to Rosie's hostel. Honey, I'm doing better. Dave, I'm doing better in the hostel, bro. I want to get one of those big old like schoolhouses or something, like those little private schoolhouses like I was metal detecting next to today, and make that into a really nice like boarding house with a really gigantic dining room with a big chandelier over it and 15 chairs at the table. Have a cook that does the cook duties, and I think that'd be pretty cool, right? Ring the little bell, ding-a-ling, da-ling, da-ling, da-ling. Stick around, I'll change your mind. I'm telling you that those boarding houses are going to make a comeback because apartments are going to be too expensive for some people to be able to even afford an apartment. So that concept of boarding house will definitely be coming into play again. Miss Rosie's boarding house, right? Only gentlemen and ladies of fine distinction need apply. The cat typed the number. He loves to get as close to Rosie as possible. There we go. You got to be high class. Be shaking and quaking at 70, 80, 90. 70, 80, 90. Just cover your eyes, right? Little harmless people need love too, exactly. That's my next prediction, that you're going to see the rise of the boarding house begin because it's a win-win situation. Somebody's having trouble covering their mortgage or whatever is going to be tempted to start taking boarders in and providing a more rounded experience and putting in room and board boarding house with the whole deal again. I would love that. Yeah, convert the empty office buildings to boarding house. Exactly, Oleg. Brilliant. Exactly. Exactly. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? And then, when somebody blows up on the Boyd, they always have a place to go, right? All they have to do is show their Boyd Union card and they're in the door. Enough land to have a displacement can. I'm looking into it. There you go, Ninth Element. We need we need the Boyd retirement home with all the rocking chairs out front. Somebody playing a little fiddle and the accordion and the guitar. Can skinny people move into Rosie's boarding house? Fatten up, baby. Fatten up, Noreen. Fatten up, my girl. That Rocket Man. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's our Alan Gold is Rocket Man. Yep. Land, 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 like they said in Gone with the Wind. Do 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 do. Tara. Tara. Scarlet, oh Scarlet, whatever her middle name is. Remember the land. Tara. Do 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 do. La dee la da la do 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 ooh 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 boom cattle drums boom do 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 do. Show them done deal. Show them done deal. Dirty deeds done. No skinny shaming, exactly. All are welcome. All are welcome. All are welcome. I just like that kind of communal living type situation. Never a dull moment at boarding house. You're not just a whistling Dixie either, Genevieve. And it becomes economical when people, instead of paying $1,400 for apartment or $1,000, they can pay $500, $600 a month and get room and board. Get their room, get the use of bathroom, get 2 meals a day, right? I mean, hell, what the hell? You can't beat that. That's 60 meals in a month, right? I mean, what the hell? I got it all. I got it all figured out. Do 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 do. Gets control of the monitor. Keep those fools. No. Cheryl, I'm going to save a spot for you. You can be the sergeant at arms of the operation and control media. We'll call you the director of media flow, media operations. That's good, Kimmy. That's a really good attitude. Kimmy says, I'm just so happy I was able to have a really amazing 2019. Had all kinds of new and fun experience. That's awesome. That's good for you, Kimmy. That's a really good attitude to have. That's awesome. Nothing really stood out about 2019, but a lot stood out about 2020. Okay. And it was bad, just bad news. Yeah, web curfew 10 p.m. And it's only Wi-Fi. And don't complain about the speed, right? There's no hard wired around the place. What are they doing with Harris and Reno? Gun Mod, they're converting that to kitchenless, low cost rental units. Cheryl knows what it is. What role can you play, Patricia? Trisha, you can be our, what would you call it? The person that's in charge of, you can be our purchasing director, right? Since you're so good at it, right? You can be our purchasing manager for the operation. Food, beverage, liquor. That would be your role, right? You be our purchasing agent. You be our purchasing manager. How's that sound? Could convert the rancho into retirement community for the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I've JK NoCal come down here and just slap up a big boarding house in the back, right? That'd be cool. Dinner is served. I like to go out there and get the big triangle. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hey, we best hurry, Paul. They're gonna have dinner down on the table. They're having hog this and grits snack, and I think they're having them turnips too. Oh, I need a turnip. I need me some spar ribs and some turnip. Rewatch Ghost and Mr. Chicken. Luther lived in a cheerful boarding house. Well, just think about, when It's a Wonderful Life when George Bailey goes back and nobody knows him and his mom's running a boarding house. Ma Bailey's boarding house, right? The astrology report talk about it getting worse. Any comments or predictions on what this may look like? Which particular thing? Economic, physiology wise, politically wise. There's really three prongs to this whole thing. The most important of which, of course, is the economics, because politics and social trends follow economics. Yeah, love that movie. Keep the streets safe by patrolling on my unicycle with an AK-47. This Cheryl's reporting on the Harrods. They're converting 900 rooms into 500 condos. They will be regular condos with kitchen and no Walmart bags. Oh, I thought they weren't putting any kitchens in, Cheryl, because of having to vent up hood vents and all that kind of thing. I mean, let's move on. I'll cook except for Saturday. Yeah, we need somebody that's a really good cook. Not great, but just able to whip up the bacon and eggs and the biscuits and the coffee and the juice and all that. That's what we need. Who's gonna be the I got to keep the books and keep us compliant, right? That's my job. Who's gonna be the cook in that operation? Cooking for a crew, right? You'd be cooking for 15, 16 people, right? Alan Gold. Tremendous balance, right? It's pretty funny. Pick me. Legs and eggs. That's it. Mouse Toes. Mouse Toes is a great cook. Yeah, we know what happens with the politics. But Cyanide will be the cook. That's right. Cyanide, you'll be issued every day of the week. You'll have a different baby doll nightie to be working in the kitchen in. Okay. White for Sunday, right? Pink for Monday, orange for Tuesday. What else we got? The red for Wednesday, blue for Thursday, right? Black for Friday, baby. No caramelization. That's a big job. That's a big job. I need a job. I'll clean. There you go, Norrin. See how helpful everybody is? The center is planning to house around 530 market rental apartments, 150,000 square feet of office space, and over 78,000 square feet, including grocery, gym, restaurants. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Just wear an apron. There you go, Cyanide. Cyanide runs a naughty kitchen. You know it. You know it. Thanks for volunteering. No thanks. Yeah, what's up, boss? Second, the incredible Mr. Limpet. That was Don Knotts, right? The incredible, oh poor Mr. Limpet. I kind of remember. Yeah, pick me for a hooker. There you go. Dave, we'll put you in charge of the entertainment committee, right? You can organize, like, let's say Wednesday night, you could do like a Baby Jane send up. We could have everybody throw the blonde wig on and some really big lips and eyes, and we could do the winning rendition gets $100 off of their board for the month, right? Their room and board. I've written a letter to Daddy. His address is heaven above. And every day I think of my daddy. Something about her name scares it. That's by design. That's by design. That is by design. Don't hide the boss there. Don't hide the boss. I love Cyanide Cupcake is a really, I think she's like the poison ivy, right? She's good until she's bad. I kind of compared her to the like the Black Widow, right? Uh, really a good idea. Yeah, I only have good ideas, huh? Give me the matzo ball cooker. There you go, Rhonda. We need somebody who could cook some good Jewish food too. Good ethnic food. Who can do Italian? Who can do a good German, Polish spread? Right, all of that kind of stuff. Need that little bit of barbecue, Western style. We need the whole damn chooch. Need a sous chef. Sounds like a heck of a movie, doesn't it? I would look after you or anyone who comes to New Zealand and you would have fun. That's for, I'll bet we would, Sprinter. I'll bet we would. It's a great classic. I love cooking, so does do. The Boston Social Committee sounds like a perfect, yeah. Oh, I'm good. If I think someone is bad, I become harsh. And when you're harsh, you're very watchable, Cyanide. I've seen her bust a few moves, baby. Bust a few moves. Italian up my alley. We need it all. Continue and pay the high rents in my 60s suck, doesn't it? Black Widows give you the heebie-jeebies. They do, boss. What was really scary was about a month ago, um, going into the shop and pulling out some boxes from underneath the workbench, and there was a big, fat, juicy job as big as any of them I saw in Vegas. And that baby was able to make a getaway under there. Scared the living hell out of me. Okay. By the way, boss, I'm back at work again. I'm on my second career. I keep the wood second in command. Janice, wine glass filled, exactly. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. Um, yep. I cook from German to Italian, Mexican, and everything in between. That's nice. That's nice. Have a nice, well-appointed kitchen, right? With a couple nice cook stoves from the many restaurants that are going belly up and secondhand equipment, right? And set her all up. Warming up food in the microwave. There's nothing wrong with that, Miss Linda. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I feel good being back at making a little bit of coin again. Just show me the money, baby. Yeah, show me the money. I'm not in San Diego, ninth element, but I think it's pretty clear of. I think it's pretty clear. I don't know what the AQI, the air quality index in there now is. I'm not sure. No parakeet, no rat under the silver dome, right? Oh, by the way, we've got rats in the basement. Yeah, I get to call this. There's just a certain amount of work to be done, but there's urgent work that comes in, and I'm trying to work out some methodology because it basically means I'm on call 24/7, which is pretty dramatic. Have you done a travel log in the Amish towns? I'd love to do that, Sprinter. I grew up in Baltimore. We'd go up through Lancaster a few times and up around Gettysburg and Bird in Hand and Intercourse, Pennsylvania, those areas. That's about the Pennsylvania Dutch that I know. But I wanted to get out to the Amana colonies in Iowa and places like that. So saw three skunks tonight. Zoe took off after one. Oh my goodness. Boy, if she gets sprayed, woo, you made pho soup from scratch, an all-day job. I bet that's good. I'm going to San Diego the second week of, hopefully the second week of October. As soon as Tara clears out of here, I'm going to clear out for San Diego. Yeah, San Diego air quality 64, Vancouver's 264. So San Diego's AQI ain't bad. Ain't bad. Orange duck once word on the street is you're on the wagon. No, skunk ape. I'm gonna have a beer in a couple minutes. I'm gonna have a beer in a couple minutes. I'm gonna have one right now, as a matter of fact. I just needed to get some after dinner. I had a crappy hamburger at the hospital tonight. They don't even have food service. They just got this self-serve crap. Uh, they just order Uber to just bring in crap that you just pick up. That's it. Yeah, you like this? This top's. This is a pretty nice top. I like this one. Like this top. Joey D is wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, dynamic, dynamic. It's cowboy. Can't eat the orange. Chocolate with cognac is pretty good. I can't use it. I can't have any liquor. I try to just drink one diet soda a day. This is from the boss. Bud Light. Guys, thank you, Ron. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Be very appreciated. That would be awesome. Awesome sauce. So yeah, I'm going to end up working about 20 to 25, some weeks possibly 30 hours a week, some weeks 10 hours a week. So the rats will turn you in. Do they let you dress in office wear? We don't have, back office doesn't have scrubs. It's a totally different, it's a totally different world. I don't go in Daisy Dukes. I just go in jeans and a nice top. That's it. That's all I do. If I go in, if they'll ever stop being 100 outside, I will start walking. Yeah, that sucks. Charlotte, that's your favorite beer? Yeah, Skunk Ape's like, thanks for not disappointing us. You're welcome, Skunk Ape. Feeling good, feeling good. A night on the Butterbean Express. Do 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 do. It was nice today. I think it only got up to like 91 degrees, something like that today. It would be funny if you did Daisy Dukes. No, I wouldn't do that around there. We only get sunshine around 3 hours a day here in the valley. Sick of the smoke. Yeah, I am too, Golden State. But today, it finally started clearing off a little bit. Yeah, I've been back at work. This was day 2 for me. Today I did about 5 hours yesterday and I did 4 hours today. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep it under 20 to 30 hours a week. There might be a day might be a week I have to zoom up to full time. I don't know. It just depends. A lot of people have left the medical field. And it's very hard to find. It's very hard to find young people that want to work hard. I mean, they don't care about money. The social currency is likes on Facebook and followers, and they don't really care about that. I may have missed this, but is this, no, well, it can be. I have to bounce, between a couple of different places theoretically, but nothing more than, say, 50 miles. Yeah, we got all that ash. It's terrible. Lab coat with nothing under. Yeah. I always say at least have at least have a G-string on underneath, Larry. Then it's all good to go. Not seen the sun since last Monday. Do you walk through a back door? No, always through a different entrance. Gotta wash Zoe's paws every other day. Does it feel normal? When you walk in and see half of the faces that you used to know, and half the other people have either quit or died, and you're just right back in the saddle again. It's like, hey, Rosie, yeah, what's going on? How you doing? Don't run out. We want to take you out to dinner. Okay, sure, sure. Um, is your casual Friday? Is that your casual Friday outfit? No. Broke but a good Instagram. Pathetic. I enjoy the popping on the bond. Hey Kaylee, how are you, sweetie? Nice to see you. This generation wants, well, a lot of people don't want to punch a clock at 6 a.m., 6:30 in the morning. I used to get up 5 a.m. You guys know the first 5 years I was on YouTube. I was up doing a morning chooch. Had it in the bag at 6 on the road. I'd be punching in at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Right, every day. And a lot of young people, they don't want to get up to do that kind of, doesn't mean anything to them. Can't go outside, too smoky. Yeah, when your laptop says 2%, you better believe it shuts down. Life would be funny. So one thing about I love about YouTube is like we got Sprinter down there in New Zealand, and that's literally on the other side of the earth, down below, depending on how you look at things. And Sprinter, the communications are so good now that Sprinter's chatting with us real time from whatever, 7,000 miles or something, 8,000 miles away. That's pretty cool. Monitoring the people's haircuts. I'm not talking about the duties I perform PW. Let's just call it support. Support issues, compliance, credentialing, and medical waste. All the things required to support the proper licensing of medical facilities, the people that work there, the things that are done there, the legal requirements for all the state, county, city licenses, regulating medical waste, just a lot of different things to do. 6 to 2:30, best hours for me. My favorite, beating unemployed millennials and Generation Z. I didn't like Willard at all. Willard was way too. It was way too a traumatic movie in the 70s for me. I'm not going to watch Rats. I might have seen 5 minutes of it, just like, oh hell no, I'm not watching that stuff. You remember that, Kevin Leonard? I couldn't wait to retire, and then all hell broke loose, right? You're exactly right. The kitchen chats are classics. Yeah, thank you, Joe. They are classics. Please say hello to my friend Cody. Hello, Cody. Welcome to you. Welcome to the chat. Let's all sing it now. I've written a letter. Not me, Kaylee. My wife works 60 hours, 128. No, hard work pays off. That's good, Skunk Ape. That's good. She can afford to keep you in high style, man. Skunk Ape's riding on the 120K a year. Woo! I've written a letter to Daddy. That's pretty cool. I park up sometimes outside my brother's house for free Wi-Fi. If you know family's passwords, nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's all right. That just means that you're smart. That just means that you are smart. So, yeah, I'll enjoy having the extra cash around. That's for darn sure. Baby Jane, you delayed it, then you finally died, now back at work. Yeah, but I'm working for a contract 1099 support company now. which is good. It makes it easier, but I have more responsibility to provision for my own quarterly tax payments and all that kind of crap. Shitting in tall cotton, that's it. Power industry is great money. So is the medical field is good money too. Especially if you know something, especially if you're trained to something, especially if you can perform something. Man, guess what you're doing today? That's right, work. Alan Gold doesn't like free rolling out there. No, no freeloading. No freeloading. My parents seem to be doing much better. That's great, sugarcane. That's so good to. That's so good to hear. Welcome you all to the Country Club chat, the State of the Steering Wheel address, in the great. Did I piss you off? No. Why would you say that, baby? Rosie, did I piss you off? Why would you say that? You couldn't possibly piss me off. Why? What do you mean, piss me off? I'm not pissed off. No way, honey. I don't do pissed off. I don't do pissed off. I worked medical for 30 years. Very good area. It is, Kevin Leonard. It's a good area. It's a good area to be in. It's especially if you get trained up and you know something and you walk out the door with that knowledge and people want to have you in there and bring it back, and it gets tougher. No slackers in North Korea, baby. That's right. At 4 a.m., the People's Republic of North Korea, and that what is that? Democratic DPR, Democratic People's Republic of North Korea, right? The anthem. Steering wheel address minus the steering wheel. That's one of the great terms, one of the great expressions that I coined here on the board. Probably the one that I'm most proud about. The State of the Steering Wheel address. Do absolutely nothing and expect to get paid for it. I love that. You're more beautiful. I'm obsessed with watching documents. I've seen a lot of documents on North Korea, but you always have to have somebody schlep you around from the government and things. The more licenses, the more money. That's right, Larry. And it's always a level. It's always a level. There's always another level, right? You got the federal waste hauling, then you've got state, then you've got county, then you have potentially city, and then you have local zoning ordinance and things, and then you have to have very specialized area. You keep red tagged waste and all that. So very specialized areas. So it's good. Yeah, just show that. Boy, that guy must be fuming. Poor king of all dicks. He must be spinning spinning on the streets of Chicago, man. Haven't seen the big explosion over there. I love that. Cyanide, and that's nice because that's that's something that'll never see the light of chat. So, higher learning with training, exactly. Higher learning with training, and training is higher learning. Exactly. Exactly. I've seen a lot of that poor kid that went over there and pulled the poster off the wall and got beaten to death and died, wombat or whatever. There's a lot of weird stuff goes in North Korea. A lot of weird stuff. Cotton balled, cotton balled, cotton balled. Cotton balled. Not again, my sisters say so true. It's been out for years. Yeah, I've seen a lot of things on North Korea. They're pretty interesting. People have gone in and brought out videos from inside. People that have managed to cross the border. Yes, it's an essential worker, yeah. The longer he goes without getting that channel, the more dramatic. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care, Cupcake. It's not my, you know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. Not my concern. But there will be a high degree of desperation as the reality of the situation sets in. Then the brutal reality of that. Get what you put in exactly. Man, this beer tasted good tonight. I needed this. Anything related to medical is considered essential. Essential, so that's good. I don't know. Like I say, I washed my hands of it in February. I could care less. Everyone in the medical field had a job during the pandemic, and the people leaving, so many people have left the medical field. They don't want to be associated with, even in support areas. They don't want. They can kind of see what's coming down the pipeline, and they don't like what's coming in the fall and winter. So they're, they're out the door. Some of them took retirement. Some of them passed away. Some of them been out on medical leave for a long time. It's kind of sad. I'm off, Rosie. Take care. Okay, Sprinter, you take care too. You have a wonderful day down there in NZ. Beer is life. Yeah, I'm gonna have another one in a minute. So. It's so flattering when I'm the topic of convo. I love that. Let me get another brew here. All right. Teachers got it tough. Yeah, students got it tough now too. You tell me how the homeschooling is going to work out for some of these kids, right? Can you imagine the quality? Missy Jen's doing great. She worries more about me than I'm worrying about her right now. Being out with the realities of, she knows this area out here, so. Missy, but she's doing good. She's very happy. She's, like we text every day back and forth, wish each other a wonderful morning with hearts and kisses, and she's doing great. She's doing great. Yeah, back is all. So she's doing wonderful. She's uploading content. I think she used to be Jen and Rosie Reality TV. It's now called Missy Jen's Fun World, I believe her channel is. I believe her channel is called. I think that's it. So she's doing good. It's been a nice day though. It's just a shame the damn metal detector went up, but it gives me a chance to really give this thing. I've had this thing for 15 years. I should really tear this down and really, I've got so much dust inside. I should really tear this mofo down and really do a thorough cleaning on it. This thing gets a lot of abuse. I had to hit somebody with it once too. Some bum started coming towards me like, how you doing? And I just took the thing like that. And the guy keeled over on the side there. That was pretty funny. What type of position is the greatest need? What type of position is the greatest need for? Right now, the greatest need is for people that are doing general medical coding, They need frontline people also that are receptionists and also insurance verification people to work in admissions and emergency room settings, which I always refuse to work in that kind of setting because you're always dealing with drunks and druggies that come in the door and knives and blood and all kinds of people spitting and slobbering. What else would be most in demand right now? Believe it or not, just people that are able to deal with the volume of paperwork that's associated with hospital admissions. This is a novel and new virus, and it has developed its own specialized coding and things that is trial and error. And when you submit claims and things like that, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. It's like you're breaking new ice, like an icebreaker, and it's very difficult. Baskin Robbins. Did I say mofo? Oops. Did I say mofo? Yeah, Golden State. I like my women dirty, side nine. Oh no, yeah. The stomach turns on YouTube. What's up, Laura? How you doing? I'm not turning any stomach. I'm just doing my own thing, honey. I'm keeping my snoot clean and just enjoying a good life. I just chose the title tonight. I thought it was funny, considering I created invented the saying "State of the Steering Wheel" address, and I thought it would tie good with a little bit of a country club chat on a Sunday night. Why not? We sit back, we chill out, we relax, we have a good time. Yeah, Jay. Um, but believe it or not, Jay, you get numb to paperwork after a while. You really just feel like it's your stock and trade. If you're a mason, you're used to having mortar and you're used to having trowels and trowels for pointing and trowels for large pattern block work and cinder block, and if you're an electrician, you're used to working with wiring and surgeon. It's your tools of the trade is paper, 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 paper. And believe it or not, after a while, you get good, you get numb to it, and then it starts to become routine, and then you're happy when something non-routine comes along. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Wow, just wow. What did I do? Do I think the threats are real? What does that mean? The threats are real. What does that mean? The threats are real. The hell does that mean? Vicky always comes in with the one-liners. Not you. I was going to say I haven't threatened anybody in the last 20 minutes or so. Tell you later. Just send me a text. You probably already did send a text message. Let's see. I've written a letter to Daddy. No, I don't got nothing. Oh, not yet. Okay. I'm just hanging out in my own little corner of the world. My little corner of the world. I don't care about threats. Now my curiosity is getting the best of me. Vicky always does that. She comes in and lays down a one-liner, right? Oh, it's probably what you saw earlier posted. Procrastinating from visiting a friend in trouble. I'll get there soon enough. Soon enough. I love you, Vicky. We've been lovers for so many years here, honey. Vicky loves me so much. She's always like, "Oh, Rosie, I worry." You just watch the Baby Jane movie. No, but it always makes an impression on me. Are there certain movies that you can watch like almost like on a weekly, not every day, but if you had to watch them once a month, no problem at all. You could sit through it again. You could memorize all the dialogue. You know what's happening next. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Sunset Boulevard with Gloria Swanson and William Holden. Amazing movie. Citizen Kane, right? Gone with the Wind. Put some others in there. Mr. Smith Goes. There's just certain select movies that you could just watch every single week in, week out, and wouldn't bother. We are loving. Vicky is a firecracker. And the thing I like about Vicky, she's very protective of me. So, that right, Vicky? Yeah, we always have Walla Walla. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a really campy. I hear you watch that movie a lot. I study that movie. When I go down to LA, I will be visiting that house down there and checking it out and checking out the vibe and the side driveway and things. Very just passing through. What is that sexy? Hey, Moxie! What do you do with my Rosie? We just switched it up a little bit. I don't have a lot of lipstick. I like to kind of switch it up a little bit. Hey, Icy, how are you? Good to see you, Moxie Vintage. Hope you're doing well. So I can't help it. I like what I like, and I like to study movies. I like to find out a lot of behind the scenes stuff of how movies are made and what someone was trying to achieve in the production of a movie. Call me crazy. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so. I'm eating pizza lurking. I haven't had pizza in. When's the last time I had pizza, Monkey Boy? Did we have it? We had pizza down at Evil Pie. And I don't really have pizza too often, but I would like to have it. That'd be good. You've been on point with your. Oh, thank you, honey. That'd be a first. Mainly because I'm hardly wearing it. These can't mess it up, right? It's the Ronald McDonald hour here. Wardrobe for film and TV. We'd have a great time. Then Moxie Vintage, you know which person, which woman in Hollywood won the most Oscars, okay? Which woman in Hollywood won the most Academy Awards? And I think I asked this last week, and if you answered it, don't answer it. But if you know, you love singing Patsy Cline and Janis Joplin. Yeah, I love Patsy Cline. Oh, Yeller. No, makeup secret. She's got a script to Earl Scheib. Woo! We'll paint any car, any color. 1999. Earl Scheib. Yeah, it's going to be a long winter. Worries. What in the world do? The thing that really made Patsy Cline too was being backed up by the Jordanaires, which were a tremendous four-guy. They backed up Elvis. They were the greatest backup vocalist group of all time, the Jordanaires. Thank you, Moxie. Yeah, nobody knows the most, not Betty Davis, which woman in the history of Hollywood won more Oscars than anybody else. And think outside of the box a little bit. Doesn't necessarily, remember, they give Oscars for technical achievement, for directors, for cinematography, all kinds of categories, okay? Imogene Coca, she was crazy, right? I liked Imogene Coca. I'm getting old though. Nighty Poo, ninth if you're leaving now. I'm surprised that I'm surprised uh, Moxie. I'm surprised Moxie's not jumping in. It could be anything. It could be any category, right? Not Olivia de Havilland. Nope. Not Dolly Parton. It's kind of a quick trick question, right? Uh, oh, damn! I almost dropped the phone. Da dee dee dee. Do 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 do. La dee da da do do. Do do. Oh man, what was your guess? What was your guess, Moxie? All categories, yep. Give me a name, not Elizabeth Taylor. Not Elizabeth Taylor's. It's right up Moxie's right up Moxie's deal there. Not Meryl Streep, not Betty Davis, not Katharine Hepburn, who won the most Academy Awards for Best Actress over the years. You guys give up? Tell me when you give up. Working 9 to 5 would have made it's all categories but Hepburn. Till what date of all time? Of all time. Of all time, baby. The number one winningest female Academy. Thank you, Bill Ellis. Edith Head. She has won a total of 8 Oscars. And there she is. Okay. The great Edith Head has won more Oscars than any other woman in the history of Hollywood. 8 Academy Awards for Best Costume Design. There she is. Costumes by Edith Head. She's very famous. You ought to see an interview by her sometime. She's feisty as hell, too. I love that about her. Look at that. There she is. The great Edith Head. She always said, they always asked her, which Hollywood star did she like to dress the most? She said, Princess Grace Kelly had the best chassis. Which I thought was pretty good. Do you know why? I used to know why it was called Oscar, but it's very likely that I forgot that now. Can't remember why. La dee da do. Yeah, Edith Head. That's the key costume design. She owned that. Yeah, Coco Chanel word, and she owned that category. Can you imagine winning 8 Academy Awards for costume design? It's like, wow. I mean, she would just read the script and then just design to the script. She was very amazing. Just got home, Scottish. How you doing? Yeah, Edith Head. Do you know how many films she's listed on? Gone with the Wind, all the way up through all that. The cleaning lady told me something that looked like her uncle. Yeah, man. Did she tell you to stay the hell out, to get the hell out of it? The cleaning looked like somebody named Oscar. That's pretty funny. It's somebody's uncle's name. Yeah, a woman no less in those times. So she was fabulous. She was fantastic. And let's just say, Moxie, the costuming was so critical to movies. And if you don't think about the costumes, then you've done it. She always said, if people don't stop and think about the costumes, except how great they look and the clothing, then I've done my job. right? If people don't have to give it a second thought, then I've done a wonderful job on there. So I love that. And the fabrics, and she regretted today because everything's just dressed down and off the rack, and it's just not the world's not really stylish anymore. Um, you know, I'm not complaining. You got social media, Demi Rose or whatever with her big. I'm not complaining about things, but there's not a lot. There's not a lot of material involved in covering up the. Right? It's hard to be very creative on that. Yeah, Elizabeth was beautiful, but she was tough, and she always had a thing for, I can't remember what the hell his name was. She starred with him in uh, A Place in the Sun. The hell was that? Who was the male star in that? I can't think of his name. It escapes me. He died pretty young. She was crazy about him. He definitely had the best. My mods are great. Originated in Margaret Herrick, the Academy exactly where she first saw the where she said statuette reminded her of Uncle Oscar. Yeah. Anthony Perkins, who starred in Shelley Winters and Elizabeth Taylor in that. Come on, who was the guy that can't think of his name? He died young. Damn, I can't think of that. He was a really good looking guy and he died. He died young. Don't make me open my phone up now. Come on, y'all. Tone of clothing, exactly. I need a little head. That's right. But go check out an interview with her sometime. She is feisty. She is funny. She's so New York. She was a national treasure. She was amazing. But 8 Oscars is a lot. Come on, man. Nobody's gonna tell me. Come on, son of a. Everybody will know this name when I say it. I'm old. Montgomery Clift. Thank you. Montgomery Clift, Shelley Winters, and Elizabeth Taylor. Montgomery Clift, right? That was always Elizabeth Taylor's real love was Montgomery Clift. That was the guy that she absolutely adored. If you're enjoying the chat tonight, thumbs up or appreciate. Natalie Woods is beautiful and a Santa Rosa girl right here. I've done videos going right by her, taking y'all to her house on Tupper Street over. Yeah. Natalie Wood, a good old Santa Rosa girl. Kate Spade would have gone into film. Poor thing, yeah. She would have been a good designer, right? But designers couldn't swim though. It's the only wood that couldn't float, right? That used to be the terrible joke that went around. What's the only wood that can't float, Natalie? That was terrible. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it, guys. Yeah, we're not far. We've had a good time. I've had a blast tonight. I needed to kind of unwind tonight. Yeah, I love Natalie Wood. She was just gorgeous. I love Donna Reed. I've always liked that kind of all-American girl look. Just Teresa Wright. Pretty without having to do too much. Just that real beauty. What does your shirt say in the middle? It says Rena. It says Hot August Nights, and then it says HNA on the license plate there, on my boobage there. Let me entertain. It's good to see Yeah Man tonight. Yeah Man, I got to make another visit to the factory floor at Ford down there. Hi boys. Take me into the lunchroom with you, right? Hey guys, you can hear, yeah, man. Yeah, I met this chick came up to Detroit, man. She liked me so much she drove all the way up here. Yeah, I was telling her about the franchise and things. Yeah, she's on a live stream right now. How you doing, boys? Lee Remick was gorgeous too. Yes, she was, and um, she was powerful. She was good. Yeah. Hot August night. Yeah, I've had a great time tonight, Kimmy. It's been a really good chat tonight. I'm really happy. Robert Wagner finally had some time off. I've gone back to work. Yeah, man. Did I tell you? I might be working through the balance of. I'm contracted to work through the balance of 2020 here, so we shall see. It'll be my choice. You like Myrna Loy? Yeah, Myrna Loy was good. I always thought Irene Dunn was an outstanding actress. Irene Dunn, just amazing, just an incredible actress. Irene Dunn. She could do anything. Life with Father, and she could do comedy. She could do How Green Was My Valley, and I don't think she did that with Mrs. Miniver, and I don't know which one she was in. Dirtiest thing ever said on telling Ward. Yeah, Ward, don't you think you were a little hard on the Beaver? Hedy Lamarr is the smartest of them all, baby. Yeah. But I always had a thing for, I can never remember her name, Rita Hayworth. I always, if I had to pick the most beautiful starlet, I would always put Rita Hayworth right at the top of the list for me. I mean, she had talent, dance. It's a shame she had Alzheimer's and life just slipped away from her, but I never saw a star smoke more hot than she was in Gilda when she was singing to Glenn Ford and stuff. Wow. Supercharged, supercharged. Shirley MacLaine was great. I loved her in Terms of Endearment. She was great. She was good. Rita was in just a class of her own. She was just like, wow. We she was just amazing. Lois Nettleton was even prettier. Met her in Chicago. So you could have like there's a rosy kind like um, the hell was her name that died in that car accident? I can't think of her name. I'm getting old these days. The real buxom blonde that died. I can't think of her name right now. There's a rosy kind of just like raw, like boom, 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 boom girls. And then you have the ones that are really very delicate and very classically beautiful as opposed to just boom, boom, boom girls and all that. Ann Miller, she was good. Ann Miller was a hell of a dancer. Jack Lemmon, Gail, I'm telling you, Jack Lemmon was right up there with Jimmy Stewart with me. The guy that played the everyday American under stress. Days of Wine and Roses, Save the Tiger, Glengarry Glen Ross, The Out of Towners. I can think of so many movies that Jack Lemmon was just outstanding as just everyday guy. Jane Mansfield, thank you, Genevieve. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you got like boom girls that you can score lucky in one. Then you have the really delicate, more classically Lois Nettleton. Yeah. Suzanne Plachette, I always thought she was very beautiful. CC, you can't make me. I'm always here for you. Sign. Yeah, Mansfield was just like, I think of myself as kind of just like a boom boom girl. You're all out there on the front end and stuff like that. And then you have like the bombshells, and then you have like the classically, what you would call the classically beautiful beauties in there. Many good ones he made, exactly. Jack Lemmon was unbelievable. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance was excellent. I think that was the only time that John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart ever teamed up. You know. He was just a great actor. Jack Lemmon was good in the China Syndrome. Remember when the nuclear reactor's shaking and they have the event and stuff? Boy, that 3 minutes on that is thrilling. And the rest of the movie is boring. But man, that's a movie where the best part's in the beginning when they get that earthquake that hits along there and he's freaking out. Marilyn Monroe was the most beautiful to me. I guess I've never really been too much on blondes myself, but she was very tortured. I think she would have been happier if she had just stayed married to her original husband, and uh, it just life became too much for her to take down. You know. Cary Grant, James, Jimmy Stewart, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Thank you. Just put the little twerp out. What did Marshall call him? Like the squidgy of Laverne and Shirley. He said that's about as big as squidgy. You wouldn't believe what he said about you. Yeah, just give him the royal boot. I'm not here to engage people in negativity here. I'm here to have a good time. Bridget Bardot. Joe DiMaggio. Donald Pleasance was underrated. Yeah, he didn't do too many things, right? Yes, Moxie. She was very used. She was very mismanaged. I don't know if it would happen. I guess it could happen still in the age of the Harvey Weinsteins and all that. Marilyn Monroe could have been in just as much trouble in 2015 as she was in 1959 through 1962. She could have been just as much trouble. The Yankee game that Joe DiMaggio attended is just cool. You know, all my life because I'm super good looking. That's good, Bill. I like Jane Russell. She had the best, hands down, the best tatas in Hollywood. The best. I mean, hey, you think mind projectors is Ving? she had they had to get that past the censors. That movie that she did, right? She had the top down, and this thing's all pulled down, down. They had a hell of a time fighting to get that past the censor board. They all had handlers. Maybe only one eye's working. Maybe Glenn Ford was good too. I liked Glenn Ford. I liked I liked William Powell tremendously. He was a great character actor. Life with Father, great movie with Irene Dunn, and Bringing Up Father. He was great. William Powell, The Thin Man. He did that whole series with Myrna Loy. I loved him. Cary Grant, yeah, Cary Grant. Glenn Ford was very good. Jane Russell had points all her own, sitting up, yeah, way up firm and high. I thought Lucille was beautiful. Yeah, Lucille Ball started out as I believe she might have been a Ziegfeld girl. I believe that she was in the Ziegfeld Review, and she had a pretty easy path into stardom, as opposed to probably an actress you guys have never really heard of, Norma Shearer, who was really big in the 20s and 30s. And she had a hell of a time. She was raised in Canada, in Montreal, and she tried to be an actress. And she went down to New York to be in the Ziegfeld Follies, and Ziegfeld called her a dog. Okay, and then she went out to Hollywood, and her eyes were all screwed up. You think I got googly eyes? She had like her eyes would turn in. She went home for the next 2 years and just did exercises to straighten out her eyes. You talk about somebody with a lot of guts. She went on to win an Oscar and marry Irving Thalberg. Amazing. Young Sophia Loren. Oh, Yeah, on Houseboat with Cary Grant. Boom! Yeah, anytime somebody said it was Sunshine, Mr. John Wayne all over my sixth grade. Okay, take care, Dave. Good to see you as always. Hope your mom's doing good. Norma Shearer was huge back then, but people don't really hear about her. But her path to stardom, she would not take no for an answer. People criticized her looks. People criticized her eyes. Her eyes were too light blue, and under the lighting, you couldn't see up. It looked like she didn't even, she looked like an alien, right? She managed to work around all of that insults, all of those being called unattractive, and she went on to be one of the top actresses of the 20s and 30s. Yeah. Sizzling Sophia and Gina Lola Brigida. The baby wear glasses for a good while to help pull. Yeah, I did that. I had lazy eye. This eye would still turns in. That's why somebody said I have big googly Irish eyes, right? So I had to wear a patch and all that for a while. Same shade of brown was huge, crazy impactful. And I liked Louise Brooks. You guys have never probably heard of her. She was so delicately beautiful. She's the one that really brought the 20s bob in, perfectly straight, jet black hair, and just absolutely gorgeous. She didn't go for the casting couch, you know. She said, F that. She left America to make movies in Germany. They tried to lay her down, and she would not go for it. She was born in Cherry Vale, Kansas, and she was really incredibly beautiful woman. I'm trying to find a good. She died terribly in New York City in some crappy low end place. I mean, she was just gorgeous. She was, I think, one of Ziegfeld's girls. It doesn't do her justice, but she was way ahead of her time. She was very liberal with her love and stuff, but she had a very classically beautiful face. That's that's her. She really was the one that Louise Brooks. She's really the one that brought the bob in. I always thought she was so stunning and perfectly proportioned and very gifted as a dancer and everything else. So there's Bob's cool. I like that. Andy Griffith's girlfriend Peggy was taken him and died a drug addict. Emma Borden is one who acts cyanide. I love the history. You should read the line, Hollywood. From Mae West, she believed her dream. Mae West was one of those just kind of overt, like Rosie, like smash out, you know, how you doing, boys? Putting together a smorgasbord, dinner, and mostly listening. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, Louise Brooks moved to make movies with the great Ernst Pabst over there, and her movies are incredible. I tell you guys, you can watch her movie. It's silent. It's called Diary of a Lost Girl. It is incredible. It is so advanced for its time. It's like watching something that was produced in 2000. She is Beach Blonde. I'll be in your dreams tonight. You're in my dreams every night. I got so many gals I got to fit into my dreams. It's amazing. Nothing to do with it exactly. Why don't you come up and see me sometime? All these beautiful women rubbed your belly, huh? You were watching all those forbidden movies in North Korea there, Alan Gold. I said, why don't you come up and see me sometime, right? Yeah, I'm enjoying. I like to switch it up a little more now. I'm trying to move away from the Party City bottom shelf dues and move up one shelf to the $29.99. Shirley MacLaine was pretty. She had nice eyes. Shirley MacLaine. She was also very smart too. And Joanne Woodward too, very intelligent, very, very cerebral actress. Paul Newman's wife, Joanne Woodward. Smoking the Bandit, Sally Field. I grew up with her. I got kind of turned off on her at a young age because of Flying Nun. We grew up on that and Gidget on the Beach in the 60s. My sister would watch all those Frankie Avalon and Nat Funicello and Gidget movies, and we're like, now, I did have a crush on Karen Valentine, who was the pride of Sebastopol right up the road here in room 222. I always thought she was super cute, Karen Valentine. And John Provost, who played Timmy on Lassie, lives. I always see him all the time at the when I'm out in Sebastopol walking around or out there. John Prevost of Lassie. Lassie. Yeah, if you're taught, yeah, from the married to Pheromone, ran the ceremonies in my room with one of her posters. There you go, Sugar Cane. I remember Mom. I always thought the most, if you asked me to pick the most underrated actress of all time, she only made 3 movies, and she went on the TV and just not a very savory role would be Shirley Booth. Would have come back little Sheba, and she was first time out of the gate, first movie to win an Oscar. She was tremendously talented, but she only made 3 movies. She was amazing. Ginger Rogers dress. I'm determined to not buy more than 1,000 square. Wow, that's pretty cool, Moxie. I remember you. Yeah, Iron Margaret. I remember you. And I always kind of liked, can't remember her name. You get old and you forget crap. I don't know who the blonde hair actress was in the 60s, would star with Troy Donahue, and what the hell was her name? Sandra Dee. Do 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 do. God, your trivia's kill me. Your facts are so. I wish I was prepared. We could have a movie biz night. Yeah, I think we'll have a movie biz time, and I'll give away a couple prizes. Right, I like to give away some Amazon gift cards, and Leisure Blank was kind enough to throw it into the mod pool. Oh no, for 30 years. That's really cool, Moxie. Great until you try and store it for 30 years after cleaning it. It's got to be worth. It's got to be worth a lot of money. Yeah, come back, little Sheba. You know, PW. Shirley Booth was. She was so finessed in her role, right? It was just she only made 3 movies, sadly, but can you imagine going in your first movie, you're going to be opposite Burt Lancaster? I mean, wow. And she finessed that thing to, it was the first movie that really addressed, except A Star is Born maybe in the 30s, the first movie that ever gave the really harsh side of alcoholism and all that. So Sandra Dee was really cute. I really thought she was. A song night too. Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready and go, cat, go. And now step on my blue suede shoe. Raquel Welch. You just hit my #1 sexy girl of all time. There wasn't a person in my class that just wouldn't have gotten down and just licked the ground that Raquel Welch walked on, man. She was the bomb, man. She was the bomb. Raquel Tejada, good old Mexican girl. So Connie Stephen wearing animal movie trivia night around the fire pit, like vintage electronic collection. That's right. Yeah, same thing, Moxie. Who can you can't forget Raquel, and she still looks good today. I buy my Raquel Welch wigs. She still looks good today. She's 80 years old, and I should look so good at 80. Thank you, Sugarcane. I love you. Only you can make me this world come true. Only you. Ooh, when you touch my heart, I could not stop. La do surprises. I've had that platinum bond. I've done. If you haven't seen some of my Marilyn Monroe-y stuff, I get the silver, very plunging cut. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see Marilyn Monroe in the very platinum wig on there with the very diva. When you look at that, who can blame or yeah, Raquel? Someone else I actually told her when I was 17, and not a great. No, she wasn't a great actress, but she was a smart. She was a smart cookie. She didn't get used by the Hollywood machine. She had very good business savvy. She's developed a wig empire. She's like the hero of the trans community when it comes to wigs, and she's great. Yeah, the platters, man. Asked me how I knew my true love was blue. Oh, cannot be denied. Ooh, smoke gets in your eyes, it's in your eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes. Smoke gets in your Dean Martin show, he was great. Everybody loves somebody sometime. How y'all doing tonight? Everybody, ooh, have another drink on me down there. Set them up down there. Golden voice, unlike the drifters. Oh, when the sun beats down upon the upon the roof. Woo. You can know boo and taste the popcorn time under the boardwalk down by the sea. Yeah. Lou, the good old days. Yeah, Jane Fonda's beautiful. Yeah. Hello, Raven. You beautiful thing. Come give Mama Rosie a kiss, honey. I love my ravens. I haven't seen you in a while, baby. I was concentrating on the high note in here, you know. And of course, I got a sack, right? So it ain't no easy to hit that high note, right? Good to see you, baby doll. Yes, I saw Myra Breckenridge. I can't. I've never been a fan of Jane Fonda, but she did apologize for that. And, there comes a point you got to kind of let go. Nice to see you, Ravens. Always got a hello for you, honey. Are you married? Ah, Sheboygan. I can't wait to get up to Sheboygan and try the meat up there. Everybody told me, oh, oy vey, Rosie, you've got to go up there. If you like Milwaukee brats and Kenosha, you've got to get up to Sheboygan. The farms up there. Yeah, Raven's my little baby doll here. Of course, if I dated her, I might get in trouble if I invited her into my van or something. They asked me how I knew my true love was blue. Oh. My favorite 50s group was the Diamonds out of Canada. Oh, little darling, little to be for you. My darling, I need you to hold my hand. I'm so verklempt. Yeah, I'd have to invite. I'd have to invite poor Ravens into my van there, right? Oh, Ravens. Love Sheboygan and Plymouth. The cattle are beautiful. Oh, you're not married yet, baby doll, so that means I still got a chance to lure you into my van of iniquity. Oh, how we danced tonight on the night we were wed, right? Love those tunes. The tune that always stuck with me when I was youngest. My mother loved to watch, I don't know if it came on Saturday night or Sunday night, the Jackie Gleason show out of Miami Beach. And I can always remember Jackie Gleason was a big guy, but he was highly athletic. He was very light on his toes. He was a hell of a dancer. Probably explained why he was so good with pool and everything. He was very well coordinated for being 320 pounds or something. But I can always hear that announcer from Miami Beach. It's the Jackie Gleason Show. Do 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 la da do. Starring the June Taylor Dancers. Yeah, the van of iniquity, right? Yeah, plastic surgeon could make a killing in this room. Smoke, literally my town. If I know the worst air, I heard that, Moxie. That's terrible. We'll buy you some beer and cheese. You know what, Kaylee? I loved Wisconsin. When I drove from Milwaukee to Dubuque, Iowa, without a doubt, that was some of the most beautiful countryside I have ever seen in America. Every farm for 150, 200 miles was neat as a pin. Red roof, white side, red sides, white trim, beautiful roofs, barns, silos, unbelievable. Ooh, you'd hop into my van? Tell me more, tell me more. I'm doing my Olivia Newton-John now. You better wake up. Ooh, ooh. All the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray, and the sky is gray. I've been for a while. Ooh, up, 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 oh. Yeah, Johnsonville brats are made in Sheboygan. There's Dave. I'm stuck in this room. Well, the longer the night goes on, right? I just absolutely loved. I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Right? Put the blame on me, boys. Put the blame on me. That kooky. Yep, the mamas and the papas, ever that kooky dog. I always like it's an all-time favorite song. Yeah, that's cool. I always thank you, Laura. I always love the off-the-shoulder look. It always makes me think of Olivia Newton-John. You know. I think that's really awesome. Do 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 do. You better shape up. Ooh, ooh, do, 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 do. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'd be safe and warm if I'm in LA. Dave's like, I just peed a little. But do you want 121 degrees in LA? I just peed a little. I better tone it down for Dave. How about the fifth dimension? This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. Aquarius. Ooh. Harmony and understanding. La da 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 da. Do 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 ba ba da ba boo ba do boo boo ba do boo boo do 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 the Aquarius. Do you like the song Never My Love? Yep, I sure do. Never My Love. I loved all of them. I loved all the soul of the 60s. When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else. Da 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 da. Uh, oh, come on, Moxie. Yeah, you're too sweet. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Put the blame on me, boys. Ooh. I am happy tonight. I'm making money. I've been cutting it close to the bone the last couple months, and the thought of putting a few dollars in my pocket has got me kind of stimulated tonight. Yeah, if we can get to 100,000, put the lime in the coconut, looking all around. I remember that, Laura. How about only you can make me feel this way? Ooh, only you. La dee dee ooh, oh. When you touch my, I can know. Yeah, and then they had remember that group they used to promote it at schools all the time, Up With People, remember that? They used to bring that around to the schools, the Up With People program. Put the blame on me, boom. Sing it to me, baby. I'm going to get myself another beer. We're going to take it up. We're having a good time tonight, guys. Sunday Night Fever. Fever nights, fever nights, fever. Oh, I want you all to hear me tinkle. Put the blame on me, boys. Put the blame on me. Looking in your eyes, the stars they turn to red. And then that all of a sudden it's just the two of you. Because I love you. was love. Ooh, ooh, boo, boom, boom. I'm ruining it for everybody. I'm ruining it for everybody. I didn't eat much today. I hardly ate anything today. Did I ruin something? Did I did I wreck something up? Sorry, Alan Gold. My eyes are spinning cyanide. I don't know. I guess I could be a Ziegfeld girl as long as I don't dance, or I could be the next right. Hello, Dolly. Hello, darling. Weird as life is right now, you may. Oh, thank you, Kaylee. That's the greatest compliment that you can pay. If you give somebody a laugh and you take somebody off the stage of the world, things are pretty good, Laura, right now. Air quality's not too bad right now. Thank you for asking, sweetie. How are you? How are you holding up down there, honey? Hope to see Laura over this winter to pop by there and hang out a bit. Laura, what's your favorite kind of food? Italian, French, German, Chinese? What's your favorite kind of, what's your favorite food? A time for us. Where do I begin? Ooh, to tell the story. Boo, 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 boo. La ba ba boo 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 boo. Da 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 do 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 do. To be my life. Ooh. Pasties optional. I love pasties. What are your numbers? I'm Sony. I don't know. They've been pretty good. Let's see. Santa Rosa. Boy, I've sure put this city on the map. AQI today was Sunday was 57, which isn't bad. We were up in the 400s before, so 156. I don't know what the hell it was. Today, I don't know what the latest is. Somebody else can tell me. They're better than I am. Sunday, September 13th, AQI moderate 57. So tomorrow's supposed to be good. AQI 29 and then 14. So we're looking good till the next fire event comes out. And then we'll be sucking ass again on that. So close all tabs. Let's smoke it was only 264 a year. Yeah, we were up in 400 and it was terrible. But I'm doing a lot better. Did I miss Laura? Let me see. Well, I was asking Laura what her favorite food was. Did I miss it? Did I miss that? I don't know. Fixing to turn the big 57. Honey, it ain't fatal. I got 5 years on you, babe. I got 5 years on you. The old broad's got 5 years on you, honey. It's good to be fat right now, sugarcane. You know why? Because that's nature's preserve to preserve you. In times of stress and things, you want to gain a little bit of weight, okay? That's not the worst thing in the world. Beta my jumps out of tank when he sees me. Oh, the beta fighting fish. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah, the Siamese fighting fish, right? Someone ate my ice cream. I'm pissed. But I'm feeling better. You can tell I was really in distress last night with my throat, but tonight has been like 50% better than last night. I'm happy. Oh, I don't think so. You look good, Laura. You're a good looking woman. I guess my secret is start as a male. I don't know. Land on other my bones. That's nature's way of making sure, sugarcane, that you preserve yourself and that you have a little bit of extra cushion. That's what they call it, eating when you feel nervous. It's a natural reaction. Gonna be cherry Kool-Aid. I cannot tolerate that. I don't, weird. Uh, Yesterday I bought a pint of Haagen-Dazs butter pecan. I love butter pecan, and I never do that. And I probably ate about 2/3 of that, but I only have ice cream about 4 times a year, maybe something like that. Laura, you're a good-looking woman. You don't got no issues, honey. You're an attractive woman. Hey, and Lemon too. Oh, did you ever get my pick? I said, Rhonda, I did not. I did not. I did not. I got your. I think I got your messages. You got to understand. And this is not to insult anybody, but I wake up in the morning and I have between 20 and 50 comments or messages and stuff that comes flying in. Sometimes I get them confused. Butter pecan. Our air is actually pretty good. I like that ice cream. Normally I wouldn't pay that. Yeah, man. I'd go down to the lowest area of the ice cream section in our cheap ghetto supermarket there. Snatch brand ice cream. Wish you were here on Tuesday. We kick back. I would take you out to dinner. What's your favorite food? You like Mexican food, Laura? You like seafood? You like Italian? Yeah, we could stream up and do a stream, and kick some ass down there. Yeah, we'd have a good time. Hanging out with Peanut. You keep up. Well, I'm not. It makes me sound like a dick, Rhonda, but sometimes things fall between the cracks, and that's my problem, not yours. Turkey Hill ice cream. It's not cheap, but it's not expensive. That reminded me, sugarcane, of somebody's comment. I did a moonshine video. I hadn't done a moonshine video. I was explaining the way the still works outside. I got to do that every couple of years because people won't search that stuff. But it reminded me of that terrible Heavenly Hill distillery fire down in Kentucky, where that distillery was uphill from all the barrel houses, and when the distillery caught fire, all the flaming paths of alcohol led down to all the barrel houses, and one by one they just boom. They all went up in they all went up in smoke. People ask me if it's dangerous to distilling. It's not dangerous. Nothing's under pressure, but you have to be careful. Yeah, 1996, Heavenly started fire in a warehouse. Let me see this damn thing. Trying to find something that's not super long here. Let's see this thing. Look at all, just one by one, all the barrel warehouses went up. I'm gonna make my way down there, Laura, you bet. That was unbelievable. That fire just spread from barrel warehouse, Just barrel warehouse after barrel warehouse just blew up. It was unbelievable. It was shocking to me. Just shocking to me. Know your distillery. Heaven Hill Fire.
Bourbon has never been more popular than it is right now. The Heaven Hill.
That was terrible that day. Anybody that loves good bourbon.
$30 million. But the distillery was up and running for business.
Yeah, they're talking about a year.
At the time, all gone. Altogether, the fire cost the company $30 million. But the distillery was up and running for business the very next day, and they didn't have to lay off any employees because of the tragedy.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Other distilleries chipped in and allowed them to use their production. The heat was horrible. that was a hell of a. Somebody sent that to me. He said, "Lucky Rosie, you never blew up in the shop, and nothing's under pressure." Thank you, yeah, man. $15 for him. Is that enough for some craft beer? Yeah, man. Yeah,
Is
man.
that enough for some craft beer?
I can't wait to get up to. See, I wish Yeah Man would come down here to the West Coast and hang out. Set up shop in the Shine Shack for a couple days and hang out. Wouldn't that be wild? Thank you, Yeah Man. That was, hi James, how are you? One of my dears and dear friends on there. Good to see you, James Newton. Great photographer. They weren't really up for business the next day. Their distillery was destroyed. But I thought what was beautiful about Kentucky, rather than being competitive, all of those other distilleries on the distillery road, the Bourbon Trail, they all turned over facilities to allow Heaven Hill to continue their production, which is why I love the state of Kentucky so much. I love that. Love that. But there's film that's 20 minutes long. It just shows the fire originating in the distillery or in the warehouse and then just spreading from building to building. That's the plan. Thank you, yeah, man. You're always welcome to come here.
That could be
You
planned.
are always welcome, my friend. Well, they lied. They didn't lie in the sense, of course, the distillery is not going to be operating the next day. The distillery building itself suffered a lot of destruction, but they were producing product the next day, shipping out the mash or doing what they could do. That was the most devastating fire in the history of alcohol production in the United States there. That was terrible. The Heaven Hill fire was incredible. And ethanol burns at a higher heat signature than even gasoline and stuff like that. Because when I got a conditional use permit to operate a distillery here, the fire department's like, you need to have all kinds of fire suppression equipment. I said, oh, to hell with it. They said, but you could always set up the still outside and then you'd be okay out there. I'm done with the paperwork. Yep. Oh, thank you, Laura. You're sweet, honey. You are sweet. Yeah. So I'm going to finish this beer up. What do we got there, Cheryl? We got the, let's see, what was Cheryl showing us here? Let's see, I'm seeing a gun ad, so it must be, yeah, the Heaven Hill Fire of 96. That's a pretty good one. They kind of describe that in there. But you can see the raw footage and how really terrible it was. It was unbelievable. The fallout from that was tremendous. Thank you, yeah, man. Much appreciated. Let me get this sunshine back up. There we go. Hard to find Laura in this wacky place. She's been around. Laura Laura's Hope's been around for years in the Boyd here. She's, what was that, Laura, 2017? I'm always curious how Laura discovered the Boyd, you know, how she came into the Boyd. Starman waiting in the sky. They blow our mind. I mean, we've had a good time tonight. Yeah. I think we'll have a movie night tonight. And what I was also thinking is, why don't we all, you know, like tomorrow night, let's talk about like tomorrow night's Monday. Let's say the following Monday we come back and we've all watched the same movie, which is available for free on YouTube or something like that. And then we discuss that movie from a classic movie point of view. And it might be a movie that's in the public domain or something like that, but it'll be a movie that'll be available on YouTube. And we can talk about why that particular movie, what made that so great or made that such a catastrophic failure and things like that. You're a smart cookie, Laura. You're a smart cookie. But it's all a good time. It's all a good time. I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea, and we could all watch the same movie. You have a whole week to watch the movie, if you can make time for it. And then, having watched that, it'll be fresh in your mind, and you come back and we can discuss, you know, the characters, the actors that were chosen, the pacing of the movie, the cinematography of the movie, what made it great. And I'm sure we'll always find that a great story is always at the heart of a great movie. I think that would be a lot of fun. Choose the movie tomorrow and discuss the following Monday. Yeah. I think I'll do that. I think I'll try to find a movie that's available that anybody can watch because you know how cheap I am. I don't want anybody's. Cheryl's covering her ears. Here it goes, right? Don't spend a penny, Rosie. Get it for free, of course. And we'll find one movie. We'll give everybody a whole week, and I'll do reminders through the week. And we can really utilize this live stream channel to really get down on the discussion of what makes it such a unique movie. So I think that would work out pretty good, and it'll probably be a movie maybe you guys haven't seen before, but it'll be something that's very, very unusual or breaks new ground. Yeah, movie book club. The fashion, the production value, the whole schmear. What could they have done better? What failed in the movie? What succeeded dramatically? What made this movie so distinctive? Okay, and you might get an assigned a movie that maybe you have to pay 99 cents on Amazon or something to watch or something like that, you know. But for the most part, it'll be classic stuff that's already been out there for there's tons of great free stuff that's very high quality. It might be it might be a silent movie, so don't be surprised if you watch a silent movie. And silent movies, there's some that have incredible production values. And you won't even miss the talking when you watch the acting. So a lot of good stuff. Any movies you want on DVR for free, exactly. I'm going to tell you the movie. I'm going to tell you the movie tomorrow night. I'm going to give a direct link where you can watch that movie for free. And then we'll make that our movie of the. We'll talk about that. We'll see how it goes for the first one. I want to try to pick stuff that's gonna. I don't want to say shatter your mind, but change your thinking about classic movies and getting away from the time period, you'd think something maybe produced in 1920 or 1930 is not worth your attention, when quite the contrary. Yeah, just share it on the community tab. That's a great idea, Cyanide. That's a great idea. Metropolis is another one, sugarcane, that has amazing production quality to it for the quality of the filming. It's really an amazing, it's more a visual feast for the eyes with all the synchronization of the moving of the, it's an incredible movie. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Never critiqued movies, but I'm no critic, Patricia. But there are certain movies that people pick out that we should take a look at, and we have to ask ourselves what made this so unusual, or what made this. It might be a tearjerker from the 30s, 40s, or 50s. Okay, there's some. It might be strong women, Mildred Pierce or something like that, that we can watch and talk about. Why did the Academy choose this to be the picture of the year and all that? Metropolis is very advanced. The cinematography, there's just something about German cinema in the 20s and 30s that the lenses, they must have been using Leica lenses. The quality of the lenses are so great. We were using Cook lenses. We still use Cook today, but wow, the Leica lenses are unbelievable. West Side Story. I know I want to go back to San Juan. I know a plane you can get on. Stole from the movie to make the video. The honor. How green, Larry Brady, How Green Is Your Valley is an amazingly, it's a beautiful, beautiful movie. And it stars the same woman that was in Greer Garson. Yeah, Greer Garson. She also did Mrs. Miniver. Amazing, amazing actors. How Green Was My Valley. Yeah, great. Yeah, German production values were almost beyond belief. Uh, some of these movies I'll try to clip on a weekly basis. You guys are going to be blown away when you see the quality of the images and things. 1980. How Green Is Your Valley? Yeah, Greer Garson. She was great, and it's just basically shoveling your family into the fires of earning money because life is just so shitty, and you're 10-year-olds working in the coal mines and all that crap. So, yeah, so all that stuff, Larry, you get the idea. You got the flow. You know what's going on. Space Odyssey. Yeah. But I want to try to awaken you guys to the golden era of cinema from say 1925 to 1949, right in that age. There's just the advancements, the rapid stories, screenwriters, all that kind of great Italian movies. We have the spaghetti westerns and all that. In a lot of ways, Running with Scissors is a great movie. Yeah, there's lots of good movies, But what's the common thing that reunites them all, Sugarcane? The common theme is a good story that you remember. Okay, story trumps all. It's not enough to put beautiful images on film. You've got to tie them into a story that captivates and holds people. So that's it. So we will see. Guys, it is 10:35 Pacific Daylight Savings Time. I'm going to go ahead and wind it down. We'll try to make a go of this thing. I think that would be a great use of the channel. I know now I have a lot of people that are really movie buffs in here that love going below just the top level and get down to the derivative, second derivative, tertiary derivative of movies, and then talk about maybe some of the backstory of production and what were the difficulties to be overcome, what was the unexpected good upside of the whole deal and all that. So Civil War Classic with Jimmy Stewart. Love you, Rhonda. Good to see you, Joey D. Thank you, Charla. And Lars, Hope, I'm very honored to see you in here tonight, honey. And Cheryl, my moderators, Charla, Cyanide. Your thumbs are up are appreciated on the way out. It is 10:36 Pacific Daylight Savings Time. So, thanks, guys. Leisure Blank, good to see you, my friend. And y'all take care. Good night, Patricia. Thanks for being along. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up on the way out, it would be greatly appreciate it. Good night, James. Good to see you, my friend. Make sure you're subbed up to the Rosie O'Kelly channel too, James. I'd like to see you around. A very gifted photographer and a friend of mine. Although I'm not on Facebook anymore, your stuff really made an impression. Good night, Laura. Thank you, Craig. Cyanide. Love you, baby doll. Angus. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful one.